It is over. God damn it.
Give it to me.
And then we go and start. You ready? I'm ready. But the most fantastical blindness is born from the darkest depths of ignorance. An era in death's shadow engrosses itself in magical fantasies. Mages represent the moral world's hope and faith. Friends rendered in verses whisper their way through the... I have no idea what that says. Banquets? I think it's aristocrats. I like how Sardi started. Masses worship magic radiance, and mages yearn for the sacred core's mercy. In a world of intimate decay, entering the sacred core, Jesus Christ, is the only method one can use to rewrite faith. This is the only path. Oh, Doomsday! Nice! Doomsday Realization, Chapter 1. Oh my god. That kind of...
We know what this book can summon.
Oh my god. I like how almost every Sylus card, like, starts with destruction or some shit. Like, Jesus Christ.
A mere mage shouldn't use it.
I point my staff at the book's parchment as it peeks out from beneath his brown robe. Its ancient silver markings revealing its authentic origin. I'm not after that. What I want is... Exactly, that's what I want too! Exactly, I want Sylus.
Are you aware of what happens to those who dare to summon the Archfiend Sovereign?
I don't care. Oh my god! I don't care! No matter the cost, I must have him. The gem at the tip of my staff emits a faint red glow, and the book rises into the air. A excruciating pain akin to flesh being torn apart devours every part of my being. My curse is revealing itself once more. Why must it happen now? The fire mage notices the falter in my step. A magical glint appears under his palm, and a creature made from sulfur leaps forth. I think that's
Fiendish flames! Curse mine enemies! Burn their spirit and bones!
Fuck you. Stinky. The creature spews out black flames and thick serpine smoke, slithers toward me. I summon a defense glove under my feet. However, the pain slows me, and the burning claws tear into my shoulder.
Incinerate their body and obliterate their essence!
Oh my god, fire. He conceals himself in a thick smoke and attacks with his familiar. The black flames engulf me.
Who are you?
None of your bizwags. Red crystals raise from the glymph. I think it's a glymph, and pierces the creature. They also impale the fire mage's limbs.
Ugh.
I emerge from the black flames, the blood from my shoulder dripping onto the scorched hem of my clothes.
A body that cannot die. A monster such as yourself wishes to summon a fiend to enter the sacred core.
Why not? I stay silent, merely pointing my staff at the book he holds. The blood-stained tome flies into my hand.
You're already immortal. Why would you rewrite your fate?
When the intense pain first struck, the agony and suffocation made me believe I would die. But I quickly discovered that I was immortal. Immortality only means being repeatedly tortured while on death's doorstep, but none of it will truly kill me. I want to save myself. Thus, for hundreds of years, I that fucking word, search for something to end my torment. Jesus, I submitted to being studied, willingly becoming a test subject, and traveled from one destiny to the next. Nobles, political leaders, religious figures, and arcane houses who once viewed my immortality as a miracle branded me as... Didn't they brand us as a sorceress in his whatever, his Cloudfall? Where was I? Viewed my mortality as a miracle, branded me as a... I think that's heretic, an evil spirit when they fail to unlock the secret of my condition. People yearn for mortality, and yet these fools fear it. I never trusted humans ever again. I could only rely on myself. I hid my identity and wandered the world as I studied the most ancient and profound magic. All my efforts were directed to finding the source of my suffering. Time would overthrow dynasties and erase the memories of generations, yet it couldn't change my pain. Jesus! Then the woman who taught me forbidden magic told me my torment stemmed from an ancient curse. Furthermore, no magic in this world was capable of removing it. Only by entering the sacred core and being anew could the curse be lifted. That was my only path. Ooh! I exited the tower, the blood-red twilight illuminating the worn text on the parchment. The fallen pact. Akin to a shadow that's always present, the searing pain tears through my body. The curse is beyond my memories, and yet, at this very moment, I sense a strange lightness. I've lost count of how long it's been and how many mages I confronted for this tome. For immortal, time and memory are destined to fade. Sylus. I turned the tattered pages with my... What the fuck? Anyway, I turned the tattered pages with my blood-stained fingertips. A dark ink rises. The name seems to awaken from its slumber. Oh my! His name is ancient and no different from night itself. Yet it's neither a divine whisper nor a simple inscription on stone. Deprived, he descended into 7 shadows. In that realm, light has never bowed its head. A lonely city stands as his coffin, and only the purest of blood serves as his substance. To summon an underworld fiend, the ritual's lymph must use blood as its chain. Draw this spiral and connect the shadows. Those who bind him will involuntarily be bound themselves. Yeah. I'm gonna cry. Is this the place in his dragon myth where they met in their dream or whatever it was? Is that what this is? Is that what this literally is? Is that what I'm staring at right now? That makes me want to cry. It is! It's literally this place. Well, that fucking sucks. Thanks for that, I guess. Cool beans. I love that this is the place that... Anyway, the underworld is where things exist, and it's a place humans cannot enter. However, powerful mages can summon fiends to serve them. And Sylus, a name whispered among mages for centuries, is the underworld's underground scavenge. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hopefully I pronounced it right. Anyway. Pain inside my body temporarily subsides. Before the searing agony tears through me again, I summon Sylus. I must summon Sylus. I can only enter this sacred core with his immense power. I find an abandoned sanctum. Following the book's instructions, I use my energy to draw the summoning glyph. The wind raises and gathering clouds slowly devour the full moon's light. Sylus. Oh, jeez. Aside from my blood, I need an incantation to complete the summoning. Man! Why you want my mic all the time, Info? Stop it. Stop asking for my mic. No. Oh, did it actually? Bitch! I like how my thing cuts off. Hey, my sexy man. Hey, what up, baby? Good morning.
You used your blood as bait. I hope you're prepared to become my feast.
Hey, sexy, what's up, baby? Let's make out.
However, answering these summons, it's a first for me.
Sorry.
You're the one who awakened me.
Yeah, hi. Hey, baby. Damn, you getting it. Fuck. Oh, damn. Calm down. Oh my god. He actually wants to drain me of all my blood.
Shall I give you a chance to resist?
Aw, form linkage. Once this linkage form is once this linkage is formed between us, you're mine.
An amateur's trick. This is how you should do it.
Dances, swords us into a fucking building. Ah! Oh! The way we stab each other and I call that makes me want to vomit.
An immortal. You have some worth.
Ooh, that's so pretty. Ah!
But this ends now.
Woo! What's up? Hot damn. Control him. The linkage has been formed. You'll have to listen to me now. Ooh. Come here, bitch. Hi. Kiss? You may have the... You may only have the blood that I give willingly. You may only have the blood that I give willingly. I like how it's fucking kiss, fight, and then kiss again. I love that for us. God damn, you're hot! Check linkage. I'm the victor here. Oh, that must have... Oh!
Your blood. It tastes better than I expected. Right, you can command me. Until your blood and power fulfill my desire.
I don't like that this is a place in the dragon myth. It literally makes me want to start bawling my eyes out. Truly. Clouds disperse and the buttoned moon returns to a soft yellow. His shadow looms over me, blood red.
Speak.
Ooh.
What do you want me to do for you?
Would you like me to answer that question? Because, like, it's not what the game's gonna say.
Shall I capture 10,000 magical beasts and extract their energy? Or perhaps you need my aid to overthrow a kingdom.
I need a husband, marry me. Before I can open my mouth, a subtle, strange ripple materializes in the air. They were quick to find me.
This place is so desolate that even ghosts would avoid it. But it seems you have visitors. Are you famous?
Yeah. Why are you talking about ghosts? Aren't you one yourself?
It's not even amusing in the slightest.
You're really hot. Fuck me. Several shadows materialize in the air before surrounding me and Silas. Wearing a robe, the man acting as their leader points at me.
You're the one who killed the fire mage?
And about it? What do you want? I turn to Silas. Okay, kill them, Silas.
Are you insane?
Yeah. Sneering, he taps his staff on the ground.
You put on a spectacle to summon me. Also, you could order me to crush some insects. How ridiculous.
Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me! You said I could command you.
Yes, I did. Please allow me to finish that sentence.
No.
You can command me. Though, whether or not I obey depends on my mood.
Alright, sweetie. He leans against a stone pillar and idly twirls his staff to amuse himself.
I expected Silas to be more impressive.
Excuse me?
I guess the Fallen's Pact is nothing more than a nonsensical legend.
Get his ass! Oh! Flames erupt from the attacker's self and transform into dozens of serpentine whips and lash out. That lash out. Silas should make me look like a poorly executed joke.
The summoner determines one's reputation. You are nothing but a nameless mage.
Damn! You don't know the saying, then. What a person uses reveals their taste, ability, and status. The linkage materializes around my wrist. Did you hear that? Wrist. The linkage materializes around my wrist as I pull Silas's arm. Hi. Forced to shield me, he stands between me and the attack. Before the whips reach us, a black-red mist stops them. In the blink of an eye, they turn and strike the figure surrounding us. I dismiss the linkage and dust off my sleeve in Silas's direction. It doesn't matter if I'm a renowned mage or not, you're Silas. Since I'm your summoner, you should be the one to validate my reputation.
Your logic is sound. Clever, even.
The stars have shifted, and the most powerful mages across Philos have gathered in Velmir. They're waiting for the sacred core to manifest.
And there's my cat.
Accompanied by a fiend, you shall be a target everyone will fight against. And you still hope to enter the sacred core to rewrite fate? Your dreams are...
Oh! Silas stops his fingers. The sizzling is interrupted. He clutches his throat in silent agony as if stuttering against an invisible hand, struggling. But Silas's gaze remains fixed on me.
You summoned me to enter the sacred core.
No. Don't tell me you actually believe mages would summon you to overthrow kingdoms.
You're no different from those other mages, rewriting fate.
You look really hot. It's really distracting.
How boring.
Damn. If you help me enter the sacred core, you'll be able to break the linkage between us sooner. Perform at... What the fuck are you doing? I perform an insincere courtesy. Welcome to Philos, Archfiend, Swervigen. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, it's the embodiment of boring. Epitome of boring. Something like that. What the fuck does that say down here? Hello? I just realized this. What does this say? Now I want to know, but now I can't know. Oh, my kitty cat. We're still some distance away from Volmir, and I'm impatient, but this fiend is unhurried.
I'm tired. I need to rest.
Honestly, me too. What a diva. I look at the red and gold crystal chandeliers, the carpet with blue silver patterns, and the polished oak staircase. Led me to various places to find the most luxurious inn in the city. We have the most expensive room.
Don't tell me you actually think the Underworld's fiends have miserable, wretched lives. Only humans tolerate suffering. Fiends don't have the appetite for it.
I need him. He's useful to me.
You're wearing your thoughts on your face, my lady. No wonder you lost to other mages.
This is how I'm proving my faith in you.
Then I hope you'll treat me well.
Silas turns to look at the attendant by the door.
Bring us your most expensive wines
Damn.
and dishes. All of them.
Silas, I'm broke now. We can't do this.
Yes, sir.
Amicia, can you stop moving, please? You're distracting me. The enormous table is filled with exquisite dishes, separated by a dazzling array of silver platters and not the candelabras! Silas and I sit at the opposite end. Viciously hack at the steak on my plate, while staring at him from across the table he swirls his wine glass. Books say fiends feed on blood. I didn't expect your appetite to be enormous and diverse.
Your tomes are correct about the blood part.
Then why did you order so much food?
I have to make it special. This is our first dinner.
He raises his wine glass in a toast.
To you, Miss Mage. And to our last dinner.
You gonna kill me or something? Hello? The crimson wine moistens his lips. It gleams like fresh blood in the candlelight. Is there still a reason to give up?
I told you. To command me, you need sufficient power and desires to satisfy my appetite.
Hey.
Your power and talent exceed those of ordinary humans. Yet your desire is as banal as the other mages.
A crimson light flashes across his red eye. Then he narrows his eyes and hides his gleaming pupils beneath the shadows of his eyelashes.
The desire to enter the sacred core can't even provide a modicum to satisfy me.
There's shit on my glasses, and it's so annoying.
The underworld has plenty of fiends you could summon.
But probably not
I've
as hot as
defeated
you.
those weaklings,
Sorry.
but they're sufficient for dealing with mages. Shall I create a list for you?
Sure. I pulled the knife from my steak and pointed at Silas. You only took one sip, and yet your words are akin to a drugstore. Do you need me to use your linkage to pull you here so I can kiss you again? You might become sober.
Go ahead. Let us see who's the hooligan here.
He just called me a hooligan. I'm reading with my glasses off, so this is fun. The linkage at my wrist flies across the table along with the knife I throw. Jesus! Silas tilts his head, the knife grazes his hair before it's embedded in the chair behind him. Black-red mist emerges between his palms, traveling along our linkage. It spreads and approaches me. I concentrate my energy and pull, yet the black-red mist drags me across the table toward him. Oh! His staff is pressed against my throat. I'm pinned down on the table. Hey, I missed the chaos. I missed the chaotic mess of dishes.
Didn't you want me to be sober?
Are we gonna get it in the dining room? One kiss isn't enough. I grab the wine bottle from the table and swing it at him, but he swiftly blocks it. Only wine spills out. He carelessly tosses the bottle aside, then he touches my face to wipe away the liquid.
Since I still have some patience, you have one last chance to make a rational choice.
I don't make rational choices, so... When his fingers move to my lips, I bite them. Ah! We get all feisty and shit. My teeth sink into his fingers as I beat his gaze with defiance. What else are you going to do? Kill me? Yeah.
If you wish to know of matters more absurd than death, I'll grant your wish.
Oh? What the fuck just happened?
Sir, miss, it's getting late. Other guests need to rest.
Of course. We'll finish this quickly.
Oh my god. Ah! Hi! The chaos in the room moves from the dining table to... Sorry. To the bedroom. I barely dodge the energy blade from his swinging staff before it can launch a counterattack. I'm pinned to the headboard.
Shh. I'm certain there are quite a few mages staying here. I wouldn't be surprised if their destination is Velmure. Unless you want to expose yourself at this very moment.
Perfect. They could help me defeat a fiend such as yourself. If you kill a few in the process, I'll have fewer enemies.
What a shame. I've already gotten my fill of entertainment.
This is entertainment.
Did you honestly believe this meager linkage magic could restrain me?
Oh?
I wonder why you didn't think about the fate of that tome's author.
This Loki looks like a nice bedroom. Hello. Black red mist swirls around the bed's curtain tied back. Bed curtain tied back. It binds my it binds my hands to the headboard. Forcibly breaking our linkage will harm us.
Do I look like I care?
Nope.
You won't perish before my eyes.
On the last page, the Fallen's Pact states that when the linkage is forcefully broken, the party with weaker energy suffers a more severe adverse reaction. So this energy is greater than mine. This bastard. Oh, bye! He shakes the linkage. I did it anyway. He shakes the linkage on his wrist to taunt me. Then he turns and walks toward the door. As the distance between us increases, the linkage connecting our wrist grows increasingly taut. and the force surges up my arm and overwhelms my body. The linkage's light gradually dims as it tightens. It's slowly being extinguished. Sylus.
Farewell, Miss Mage. May we never meet again.
Damn! As the door is about to open, I grit my teeth in defiance. Only the sacred core can free me from this curse and let me begin anew. Countless aeons have passed before my eyes, and I've missed my chance to enter the sacred core every time. Summoning Sylus is the last desperate attempt, for everything to end so pathetically. I refuse to give up. I'll find another way to summon you. A strange and familiar energy surges from my chest. It whirs and travels down my right arm. A powerful invisible force pulls an even greater energy toward me. I open my eyes. He stepped... Ooh, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, he does not look happy. He stepped outside the room a moment ago, but he's been pulled back to stand in front of me. He falls into the bed with me in his arms. The linkage between our wrists has reformed and emits a radiance I've never seen before.
Impossible.
What's happening? Wasn't the linkage broken? Before I can process these events, Sylus's other hand is already at my throat.
It's not a normal connection.
Ooh!
Where did you learn this forbidden spell?
Ooh! It's behaving differently from what's described in the book. Never mind, I'll just bluff him for now. I put on my serious, knowing smile and look into his eyes. Anger and curiosity flicker in its gaze. I'm not an ordinary mage. After all, I've been graced with immortality. I didn't expect to see you again so soon, Archfiend. I'm this fucking word. Isn't this more absurd than death? He doesn't immediately contract me, so I seize this chance. Since you can't kill me or break the linkage, I guess you can only honor our agreement.
You look pleased with yourself.
Very much. And you know what? There's still lines to go. Don't do it. It's impossible for you to negotiate, Sylus. Once I accomplish my goal, you regain your freedom. I meet his scrutinizing gaze without flinching. His gem-like eyes seem capable of capturing my soul.
I shall temporarily withdraw my previous statement. Being summoned by you might not be that boring.
He pulls his hand back, and I secretly let out a sigh of relief that I'm aware of the lingering warmth his fingers left on my neck, and the heat that envelops my entire body. Untie those ropes first. Also, I'm sleeping on the bed. You may have the couch. And he unhurriedly helps me undo the restraints on my hands. However, he shows no intention of standing.
I'm hungry.
Okay. You ordered all those dishes earlier. Only then do I realize that he needs blood.
I haven't been fed since I was summoned, and the energy I've expended is astronomical. I planned to go out to feed.
Ooh!
Alas, I can't leave.
You gotta stop talking like that. The restraints are gone, but his warm hand remains where it is. His thumb caresses the inside of my wrist.
I doubt you want to command a weakened fiend.
He's manipulative. He's manipulative. It's already midnight. Letting him feast outside will attract the attention of other mages at the inn. Of course, he knows my concerns. He's simply negotiating.
I'll respect your decision, Miss Mage.
God fucking damn it, Sylus. There's no one to feed on. Hi, Bolt. I take a deep breath and offer him my wrist. Hurry up and drink. I need to rest.
Just so you're aware, I like the taste of your blood.
Okay. Fingertips brush over my veins. Under flickering candlelight, sharp fangs pierce my skin. They're neither brutal nor gentle. The scent of blood fills the air, and I watch him as his eyelashes slightly tremble. As Adam's apple pops, a crimson hue stains his lips. Oh my god, Okay.
It's been so long since I've tasted blood that satisfied me this much. Thank you for your generous hospitality.
No problem. That was not me. Oh, hi. I'm checking something. Give me a minute. After his meal, Sylus lies down on the sofa. He had his fill. The night is quiet. Moonlight pours in through the gaps between the curtains and shines on my wounded wrist. The blood has crusted over, and my injury shall heal. Soon nothing will remain but a faint streak of dried blood. You know, it's been bothering me, but the fact that there's a whole ass tea set on the fucking end of the bed is kind of scary. This is the immortal body everyone yearns for. Once Sylus helps me enter the sacred cord to write my fate, I'll become an ordinary human, one that dies after the blood is drank. In this era, death often descends without warning. Age, health, wealth, status, nothing can stop death's sudden arrival. This is a world living in death's shadow. Yet I wish to exchange my endless torment that has lasted hundreds of years for death's whatever the fuck. I'm an anomaly in this world, in body and soul. Ooh, fancy fucking ass staircase. Damn. Oh my god, we're gonna like dance down here. Holy shit. Some Beauty and Beast shit. Something that wasn't there before. After the night, Celeste and I agree to a temporary truce. Our long journey ends, and we arrive at Volmir. Worn and weary, I lead him to an estate perched on the city's highlands.
At last, I have the honor of meeting you. Welcome home, Countess.
Didn't I just mention how I hear her in every fucking card, and here she is again? Before departing for Volmir, I hire a reputable housekeeper to prepare the manor for my arrival.
As per the instructions in your letter, I hired servants to clean the premises and buy the necessary provisions. It's a shame this magnificent manor was empty for a long time. It's wonderful that you've decided to claim your inheritance, my lady.
Portraits displaying generations of refined women hang along one side of the wall. The housekeeper gazes at them with an expression that reveals revert admiration. This is my great-grandmother. Here's my grandmother. And this is my mother. I point to each portrait as I introduce them to the housekeeper.
Your lineage is unmistakable, my lady. You're the spitting image of your mother and grandmother.
Don't laugh! Those candles look like they're invasives, by the way. Stop, sexy. Sylus, who's been standing behind me, lets out a soft chuckle. He leans down to whisper in my ear.
You're pretending to be your entire lineage by yourself? You've outdone yourself.
I resist the urge to turn around and glare at him. Instead, I maintain the proper decorum that expected of nobility.
Please forgive my negligence. May I ask who this gentleman is?
My husband! He's my...
I'm her husband.
Hey! Let's go, baby! That's what I said! Yeah! Hell yeah, baby! Yes, we're married.
You may address me as Count Cyrus.
Oh, please.
My
Cyrus,
apologies, my lady. You didn't mention your marriage in your letter. I thought... I shall prepare the necessities for the Count at once.
Taking advantage of the housekeeper's departure, I pull Sylus into the bedroom. What are you planning?
I only said one sentence.
That clapping really hurt my hand, by the way. You're supposed to follow my orders. Who gave you permission to define our relationship?
You were going to say that I was your fiancé, yes?
He raises his staff to point at the bedroom door, then he lifts his left wrist.
What sort of noblewoman allows her fiancé to stay in her bedroom from sunrise to moonset?
Me?
Velmir won't stop speaking of your name before sundown. But if that's what you want, then it's not too late to change our story.
I've been traveling for so long, I almost forgot the etiquette established by Philosian nobility.
Have you decided? Should I be your fiancé or your husband?
Husband! It matters not.
It's settled then, my dearest wife.
Hell yeah, baby! I suppress my annoyance. I suppress my annoyance and point to the couch on one side of the bedroom. In this room, your place will always be there. Damn.
As you wish, my lovely wife.
Stop it! I'm back. Did you miss me? I bet you did. Since it's almost done. Ooh.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah? Okay.
The next item in our collection has been salvaged from shipwreck relics. Here is a tortoiseshell incense box with relief carvings. Based on the engravings at the bottom of the box, this appears to be a precious treasure used by a previous dynasty's empress. Remarkably, it still retains traces of its original fragrance. Ladies and gentlemen, which one of you would like to acquire this? The starting price is 8,000 silver. Please place your bids.
I'm seeing 8 everywhere. I'm telling you, 8 is like my lucky number or some shit. We're connected, I swear to God.
Don't forget, the distinguished guest
Just
who
straight up
acquires
delusion.
an item may invite their partner to lead the next dance.
For Daria, my beautiful daughter, I'm willing to offer 10,000 silver.
Ooh.
15,000 silver! It's for my beloved Miss Ariella.
That's a pretty name, actually. I yawn listlessly from the corner of the banquet hall. When will they reveal that fragment of Night's Whisper?
I didn't expect there to be this many mages present at a ball. We all have the same goal.
Of course. The nobles only consider Night's Whispers to be a poetry collection left behind by Sir Saren.
Sir Saren?
They forgot that he was the greatest archmage in Phyllis's history. He was the last one who...
Shh! Lower your voice. Mages are already competitive enough as it is. We don't need nobles to increase the price because of their obsession with being refined, cultured individuals.
Hi.
So, that's why you're enduring a boring social gathering. What does the poetry collection say about the sacred core?
You should learn the You should learn the virtue of silence.
It's a shame I'm not a fiend you summoned to blindly follow orders. If you won't tell me, I'll find out through socializing.
Sylus glances meaningfully at the group of nobles whispering around us.
Perfect. The nobles here believe a count and countess who have returned from foreign lands are intriguing.
Bastard.
One must be evil to know another villain.
Ooh. She calls him bastard a lot. Oh my gosh. Under the curious glances of those around us, I pretend to affectionately take Silas's arm. Then I lean toward his ear. I think it was Sharon. 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 Is that seriously it? Remember how I said his name and then I completely forgot about it? Because I'm just that great.
Bitter Night's Whispers, to be a poetry collection left behind by Sir Saren.
It is Saren, right? I said that, right? Anyway, Saren was the last mage to enter the Sacred Court. But that was decades ago.
Oh? I'm assuming you met him then.
I'm horrible with names, if you couldn't tell already.
Did you lose to him? Is that why you missed your chance to enter the Sacred Core?
Bitch. Ooh, can you fucking stop with that shit? Why do you gotta get so close to my goddamn face? Unhurriedly caressing my cheek, he savors my sentence.
I guess the mages believe he wrote a prophecy that tells of the Sacred Core's next appearance.
This ignorant... Fuck! This ignorant fiend must have an exceptionally brilliant mind.
Your goals are all so banal. But my curiosity is piqued, I admit. How do you plan to outbid these mages?
Kill everybody here? Question mark? A noble repeatedly bidding against them would raise suspicion. I'm not that foolish. Besides, who says I have to bid?
I see. I've underestimated your intelligence, Countess.
Ding ding. An attendant carrying a silver case steps onto the platform. And speaks again.
The next item is a fragment from a poetry collection written by Sir Saren. It's called Night's Whispers.
The noble saw little interest, which makes it easy to identify the mages as they reveal eager gazes.
He was more famous as a mage. Several of his poems circulated in a royal court.
Here's my chance. Holding a wineglass, I stand up with my back to the crowd. With the slightest movement of my fingers, the barely perceptible traces of a spell form a tiny glyph in the air.
The starting price is 1,000 silver. Please place your bids.
In a spot that no one has bothered to glance in, an invisible rift appears. It leads directly to the silver case.
5,000 silver.
10,000 silver.
I am willing to offer 20,000 silver.
Damn. I channel my energy into the folded space woven by the glyph. I'm ready to silently extract the poetry collection. I wonder which poor soul will end up paying for this empty case. Just as the text is about to pass through the rift, the special boundary suddenly falters. This isn't my spell, it's someone tracing my magics, whatever the fuck. I hold my breath and add a barrier to the glimpse so I can accelerate the flow of energy. If I can complete the transfer before they track me, the rhythmic chorus of competing bids come to an abrupt halt. Suspicious gazes discreetly fall. Some are directed at me, while others observe the subtle ripples in the air.
I didn't expect so many to have a great interest in a poetry collection. The latest bid was 60,000 silver.
Oh my dear god.
Would anyone like to place a higher bid?
Help me, Sylus! A stream of magical power from the center of the hall surges through the rift. It's attempting to clamp down on my energy. It's suffocating. I can hardly breathe. I pretend to be a desolate noblewoman. I press my hand against my forehead as if I'm about to faint, and I strategically wave the feather fan in my hand. A few feathers silently dispatch themselves and transform into... That's a semi-transparent threads that dance through the air. They trace an invisible glint. Beams of light begin to wrap. Ripples appear on wine. The edges of the carpet undulate the water, and curtains gently bellow.
Did someone open a window? Where is this breeze coming from?
The tracking glyph has been destroyed. I continue my performance as a dizzy noblewoman and slightly sway. Someone steadies me from behind.
My lady, why don't you tell me when something catches your fancy? You wouldn't need to be so stressed.
Glaring at him, I lower my voice. Since you know what I'm doing, you should help instead of mocking me.
Here's a hint for all of you. The next dance is called Moonshadow Waltz. For those of you who are interested in being the lead dancer with their partner, this is your final opportunity. 60,000 silver!
Oh, not again. Another wave of stronger energy attacks from a different direction. I try to create another glyph.
Since you earnestly made a request for my services.
Oh, Sylus stops his fingers behind me. On one side of the banquet hall, an elderly man suddenly collapses.
Sir, what's wrong? What's happening? Someone has fainted?
Quick! Call for a physician!
I shall abide by your wishes.
They're causing trouble. Do we need to draw more attention?
You asked for my assistance, yet you're unhappy with my methods. I didn't kill him. That's already being discreet.
Sir Saren's poetry collection for 60,000 silver. 60,000 silver going once, going twice.
100,000 silver.
Jesus Christ.
Did you say 100,000 silver? Sir...
I'm Count Cyrus, and I am willing to pay 100,000 silver.
Yep. I can't... when she was asking for his name and Beyond Clownfall, she said Cyrus? I'm sorry if I'm remembering wrong. It just came to my mind. I'm probably wrong, though. After speaking calmly, he looks at me with an enigmatic smile.
Since you've been compromised, I might as well buy it legitimately.
Where will you get the silver?
I thought you were the wealthy one here. As your husband, I need to prove myself worthy.
100,000 silver! Sold! Congratulations to Count Cyrus on acquiring Night's Whispers.
Hell yeah, baby! Sylus and Hurley steps forward, and a dazzling gemstone gleams in his hand.
This little stone should be sufficient.
That gemstone is worth at least... I can't fucking read numbers. I'm challenged. Silver, where did you get it from?
Velmure hasn't seen a noble spend so lavishly in quite some time. I heard only mages have an interest in this poetry collection. Could you be one as well?
I'm sorry. I'm unaware of their strange curiosities. The story is what caught my eye.
He takes a silver case from the attendant's hands, opens it, and removes a worn, unremarkable book.
Supposedly, this archmage witnessed the death of his lover in his youth.
Oh.
And she was a poet.
Why do you look straight at me?
Before she died, She left behind a blank page in her manuscript and asked him to complete it for her. Thus, on that same night every year, he used forbidden magic to send a newly written page of poetry to his lover.
Damn.
Until they formed a complete collection. These pages are his lover's epitaph.
What the fuck does that mean? Sorry, the hell? Oh! A phrase or form of words written in memory of a person who has died, especially as an inscription on a tombstone. That's so nice. Cool. Sylus opens the poetry collection to a random page and begins to read out loud.
Beneath frozen tears firmament, the rose in the mist eternally sleeps. Her petals bloom with the illusion's blood. She guides those marked by destiny to a place where none dare to venture.
A rose in the mist. I impeccably react to these words, and in the depths of my heart, something trembles.
I didn't know the poetry collection concealed a beautiful tragedy. It's the first time I've heard of it.
I was only made aware of the tale a few days ago, yet I knew I had to obtain it. Regardless of the price I must pay, I needed to give it to my wife.
Yeah. In the room, all eyes are on us. He hands the old book to me.
My lady.
Yeah.
We have only tasted the beginning of marriage's joys. However, my commitment to spend my lifetime with you surpasses life itself.
Yeah, woohoo! What that guy said.
I believe the Count wishes to extend an invitation to his wife for the next dance.
Hi.
My dearest wife, would you be so kind as to dance with me?
Yes! Everyone is watching our every move. His fucking thing is glitching out. Do you see that? Everyone is watching our every move. I have no choice but to put on a blissful smile and place my hand in his. Sylus gracefully leads me to the dance floor, and he guides me into a gentle spin. My dress sweeps in an arc as every movement flows with precise grace. When we finish the first part of our dance, the other guests join us. Their silk garments ripple outward like waves. Where did you hear that story from? Did the previous mages who summoned you reveal it?
I came up with the fantasy myself. It happened decades ago. No one remembers it anymore. People will believe anything you tell them.
Our dance again continues as we move to the corner of the banquet hall. A decorative mirror with a golden frame catches my eye. He holds me with one arm as I follow his lead. I lean back and turn my head. I'm startled to see only myself in the mirror. My dress twirls and I raise my arms. I feel his grip on my wrist, yet the mirror only shows me dancing alone.
Mirrors in this world cannot reflect beings from the underworld.
Damn. So you can't see how beautiful you are. Yeah, baby. For some reason. What fuck notification was that? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. For some reason, his nonchalant tone steers a certain emotion. I hesitate before using our dance to lead him elsewhere.
Are you afraid they'll discover my existence? To these people, I shouldn't exist.
To them, neither of us should exist. So, we're the same.
Curious. A mage compared herself to a fiend.
Why are you so fucking delicious looking? Our dance Our dance concludes. Since today's objective has been achieved, I take Sylus' arm and make an excuse to leave the ballroom. I'm still perplexed. If that person didn't trace my spell in the beginning, none of the other mages would have noticed me. That ripple was quick and precise. I have no idea how they managed to detect me. As I speak, I'm reenacting the scene in my mind. The first ripple didn't spread from where the mages were gathered. It was within 3 meters of me. My heart almost jumps out of my chest as I look at him. Was it you?
Don't let your mood be so easily affected. Remember, we're still in someone else's mansion. Our actions at this ball will become the gossip passed between guests. Is fighting your husband who gave you a precious item a wise choice?
Is this thing glowing, by the way, like his sleeves? Are they moving? I grit my teeth before forcing myself to smile for Swain, whatever the fuck, as he comes to bid us farewell.
By tomorrow morning, the tale of your loving devotion will be known throughout Velmure.
I'm good at names.
Today's ball was truly memorable. Once we're home, we'll savor it for a long time. Wouldn't you agree, my beloved?
Ah! Thank you for your hospitality. I think it's Marquis. This evening has been delightful.
We shall take our leave. I hope you'll rest well.
Thanks. Oh. As soon as we return to our residence, I ordered the servants to retire to this east annex. What the fuck? Only Sylus and I remain in the main building. Why is he vibrating? Go on, reveal the reasons for your betrayal.
Me? A traitor? I wouldn't refer to it as a betrayal, let alone insubordination. I suggest you call it a test.
What right do you have to test your summoner? He slowly unbuttons his collar.
You must endure these sorts of trials if you want me to stay. And to serve you, I must confirm your true capabilities.
I scoff. With my hand behind my back, I begin to draw a glimpse. Why don't we fight then? You're the one who should be tested. Jeez Louise! We attack almost simultaneously and energy wraps in the air. Currents clash as rumbling shakes the entire building. Don't aim your attacks to the right, you'll hit my 300-year-old portrait.
You're so cautious for a simple duel. And you desire to enter the sacred core.
I love that we just fight each other. Let's assume you break those and tweak any vases. Who will provide an explanation to the housekeeper tomorrow?
I could destroy all those portraits in that case.
Damn.
We can say your ancestors' spirits appeared at midnight for a family reunion.
He laughs as he speaks. His staff sends out a stream of black-red energy orbs. Even if they did appear, they'll only remind you of your place. I steady the teetering crystal glass with one hand while releasing a glint with the other. I deflect his attack and force him to retreat to the staircase. Our battle moves beyond the great hall as we fight our way upstairs. Damn! Jeez. When the door to the bedroom is kicked open, we're already deluged. Our battle has drained our energy. Having used too many spells, I sit on the edge of the bed to catch my breath. Sylus rests on the carpet and tilts his head.
Neither of us are dead. I suppose we'll continue this at another time.
I don't respond, collapsing onto the bed as drowsiness overtakes me, but he stands up and pokes my shoulder repeatedly.
I'm hungry. Let me drink from you.
I'm tired! I don't even have the strength to glare at him. I roll over instead. Leave me. Yet Sylus lies down next to me on the bed. He leisurely spreads out his limbs. You're not allowed to be here. I turn my head, excuse me. I turn and try to kick him off, but he lies there with his eyes closed. He refuses to budge.
I can't drink blood, and the couch isn't comfortable. You either let me dine, or allow me to rest well tonight.
And there she goes again, bastard. Furious, I gnash my teeth, but I'm too exhausted to keep fighting. All I can do is turn and bury my face in the pillow. The fatigue from using my energy washes over me. My consciousness quickly blurs into nothing. Oh! I had a dream. Endless rose bushes line a path enshrouded in mist. I walk forward as the mist grows thicker. Taking a breath makes me feel sluggish. A blurry silhouette appears and vanishes in the distance. I can't help but follow it. I don't know how long I've been walking until I reach the end of the path. Intense flames and blood-red mist swirl to create a slight benefiting of hell. I see myself. Running between the blood-red mist and raging fire, I run as thick smoke erupts violently from the ground. It pursues me from every direction.
Don't look back.
Oh, a voice that familiar yet strange falls near my ear, yet it seamlessly from a distant place. I turn my head back. A pair of crimson eyes stares at me. They're so familiar that it makes my heart race with dread. But the face in the mist is akin to sunlight shattered by rippling water. It's impossible to focus on. The edges of the dream are... Excuse me. The edges of the dream are burning. Okay, damn. Can I... I'm gonna see something real quick. Hold on. Last night's dream repeats in my mind, especially that familiar yet strange voice and those eyes. But I don't want to be preoccupied with such matters unless it concerns clues related to the sacred core. A rose in the mist. The poetry in Night's Whispers and my dream direct me to the same image. I don't believe this is a coincidence. When dawn's light begins to touch the world, I'm already at my desk. I carefully examine the fragment of ancient poetry. The spaces between verses are hidden. Hidden incantations. Jesus. My fingers trace the faint magical residue hidden within the pages. I follow the patterns of verse. Breaks rhythm schemes and the irregular arrangement of ancient grammar. The fragment indications are pieced together to form a map. Saren lived decades ago. This map must be from that era. I approach the bookshelf, and search through my collection of maps. Deciphering the royal capital, I must identify the exact location.
You're already awake. I guess yesterday didn't leave you that exhausted.
I gotta take off my jacket. It ain't cold no more. Sweater, jacket, you know what? It's the same. It don't matter. If you believe hard enough. Watch your tongue. Watch your tongue. More sarcasm means I'm more likely to let you starve.
My lady, may I come in to clean?
No.
What kind of threat is that? You're not the only one with flesh and blood.
You won't target innocent humans. I warn him with a look as to tell the maid to come in.
My lady, when I was arranging the bed before, I was worried you and the Count...
I glance at the messy bed, then I force myself to smile as I link arms with Sylus and lead him out of the bedroom. Ow.
My lady, my lord, this is a painter who specializes in aristocratic portraits. The central part of the Great Hall cannot remain empty.
I know this is a tradition for Valmir's noble families. Refusing would only arouse suspicion, so I have no choice but to follow the painter's directions.
My lady, please send a loving gaze to the Count. My lord, you may hold the Countess more closely.
My lady, you have my permission to lean on me if you're tired.
I look at his teasing gaze and force myself to speak with a stiff smile. We should have asked the painter to use a gladiator arena as our background. Is that what that says? Anyway.
The landscape, it's kill or be killed. I don't believe it suits our marriage. After all, not even death can sever our bond.
I can feel the passion in your gaze alone. It's rare to paint a lively couple. I will ensure your portrait captures your essence perfectly.
Thank you. I rub my sore shoulders as I copy the poetry collection's hidden map onto a thin piece of parchment. Then I compare each section to old maps. The Cavern's Points is on the outskirts of the former Destiny royal capital dynasties. This is an underground vault in the old royal capital. We're leaving tonight.
You're well acquainted with it. Living a long life does have its perks, I see.
No amount of sarcasm will change the fact that you must obey me. I lift my wrists and wave it threateningly. Save your strength for when we enter the vault. Remember that your freedom and hunger are in my hands.
Oh, your arrogance is second to none.
He pulls me to my feet.
Let's go. Between freedom and hunger, you'll have to satisfy at least one.
Ooh. Damn. The entrance to the ancient royal capital's vault has been sealed. Its wards are stacked upon one another to serve as an as a barrier. Jesus. I use incantation I decoded from the poetry collection to break through several layers. Sylus impatiently waves his staff and tears through the final seal. That is a small-ass chair, by the way. A hidden stone door slowly opens. Behind it is a painting lying on the ground. At its center is a small path intertwined with wild grass and overgrown with roses. In the depths of the mist, a lone figure walks into the distance. It matches my dream. The painting and image from my dream come to life. It's as if flames wrapped in thick smoke might erupt from the ground at any moment.
Don't let it affect you.
Sylus taps the canvas with his staff.
It's been infused with energy and appears to contain a seal.
Cool. If it's a glyph, then we should be able to decode it. One end of his staff begins to glow with a crimson light. Jesus. One end of his staff begins to glow with a crimson light, and it's reversed, and it reveals the faint outline of a glimpse under the painting. Layer by layer, the glimpses appear in sequences, but just as they're about to connect, they stop.
It won't open. We'll need to utilize a specific method.
Why do you sound like you already know the answer? Fluctuating energy in a place like this. Subtle ripples put me on alert as several figures burst in through the stone doorway. I can sense their murderous intent before they cast their spells.
You won't escape this time.
Go away! Oof. Several lightning bolts fall. The cracks on the ground are reminiscent of a spider web, and the dust fills the underground vault. Strange. I made sure to cover my trail. How did they find me so quickly?
I thought you'd be more secretive after succeeding at the auction. I didn't think you'd be so proud that you couldn't hide yourself properly.
Fight me, bitch. I recall the tracking spells Sylus secretly casted at the auction. You again. Yeah. Another mage raises his hand and releases black threads from his fingertips. I'm forced to set aside my anger to focus on the fight. Are you going to stand there and watch?
I can't help myself, my lady. Your fight with them was too captivating.
He twirls the staff to effortlessly block the lightning bolt, but he shows no intent of striking back. Draining my energy here won't break our linkage.
We won't know until we try.
Bitch! Intricate lips raise with incantations to conquer silver rings in the air that close in. They threaten to strangle us where we stand. Sylus, you're a useless fiend. Sylus, you're a useless fiend in this world. He leaps through one of the rings.
Why don't you go down there with me? And see which of us is truly useless then.
Damn. I don't have the time to argue with you at this moment.
Ah. So we were arguing.
I dodge the rapidly spinning rings, retreat to his side, and grab his hand. If you don't help me now, don't ever think about drinking my blood again.
Is that a threat or an invitation?
It's an order. Eliminate them.
As you wish, my dearest wife.
The shadow beneath his feet begins to stretch and twist. A crimson light shines from the depths of his gaze as black-red mist surges from his staff. Amongst the mages, his movements are graceful yet ruthless. Our opponents can't cry out in surprise before they collapse between flashes of blood-red light. Get fucked! As the last mage falls to his knees, Sylus suddenly bends down and bites the man's neck. Damn! Blood overflows from the wound. The man doesn't even have time to struggle before dying. Noticing my frown, he wipes the blood from the corner of his mouth with a silk handkerchief and calmly walks to the next mage.
Your furrowed brow reminds me of an intricate glyph. Can you blame me, though? I haven't eaten in days. If this continued, the Archfiend's sovereign would have become the sovereign of hunger.
He picks up another unconscious mage.
Your blood is special. One sip is worth half their lives.
Ooh.
But since you're unwilling, I'll have to make do.
You lured in these mages for that? Oh my god. He bites the man's throat, and after taking 2 gulps, a subtle change appears in his eyes.
Not necessarily.
Blood spurts out and splashes onto the bottom of the painting. As it seeps into the edge, the glimpse flare with an intense red light. A thick blood-red mist surges unrubbed from the glyph and spreads out. In the mist, the stone door slowly closes. Ruh-roh, Sylus, run! I dash towards the exit, but a whisper reaches my ear.
You're too slow.
Oh, that's rude. Embracing me from behind, he unfurls the silver wings and flies away. He breaks through the ceiling to reach the night sky. Ooh, hee hee hee. At night, Velmir sits under a cold silver, its tilted rooftops reflecting the moon's light. Yeah, cool beans. Blood-red mist slightly engrosses through the streets and alleys and raises towards the sky. The cold moonlight is slowly stained. What will this blood mist do to Velmir's people?
Weren't you willing to do whatever it takes to enter the sacred core? Yet you worry about strangers.
Despite his sarcasm, he holds me more tightly. Sylus, you never actually asked me why I wanted to enter the sacred core.
Countless people wish to rewrite their lives. You're not the first. nor will you be the last.
What about you? Do you wish to do the same? You gotta stop breathing the post. The blood mist churns in the wind, no longer a mere shadow encompassed the streets. It's an omen unfurling across the sky. Yet within me raises a tranquility I haven't felt in ages. It's as if some distant past I had looked upon an embodied city like this. In the future, I'll give you blood.
Are you trying to say we'll compromise?
By the way, the fucking text being white and his outfit being white is so fucking hard to read. So as long as you stop giving me these trials.
Your offer for a truce is more sincere than I expected.
You'll accept it.
An agreement this important needs a proper acknowledgement. Hold on tight.
Hell yeah, baby, let's get it. You look so pretty. Pretty boy. Sylus stands on our residence roof. With me in his arms, the wind lifts his cloak and the hem of my clothes. I try to jump down, but he doesn't let go. Instead, he sits on the roof with me, still in his embrace. He lowers his head to take in my scent.
Has anyone ever told you that after you cast spells, you radiate a unique warmth?
Oh?
It corresponds to your energy.
Aside from you, who else would notice?
If I'm the only one, that's even better.
On a humid night under cold moonlight, he slowly licks my cheek. Okay. Hi.
The warmth of a...
God damn it. You son of a bitch. You weren't dying before. It hasn't been that long. Calm down. Dramatic ass.
Embers on is enchanting.
Oh. So how about we redo that?
The warmth of a spell's embers on your skin is enchanting.
His moist breath travels down my cheek and neck. His lips brush against my wrist, and a smile forms on his face. Didn't you already...
I flew across half the city while carrying you. Even fiends know what exhaustion is. As we've discussed before, formal agreements require a proper acknowledgement to be finalized.
What kind of acknowledgement is supposed to be? What kind of acknowledgement is this supposed to be? Despite my initial skepticism, I don't pull away.
Since you've agreed, let's sign it.
Okay.
With my power, you shall tear open fate's gates. And with your blood,
Oop.
I'll maintain my invincible form.
Okay. His warm lips gently press against my wrist.
The moonlight will be our witness on this night.
Oh.
At this hour.
Oh. Getting on the rooftop. Pain courses through me as his sharp teeth pierce my skin. I shudder as a strange tingling sensation spreads from the wound to my fingertips. Fuck! Damn! Jesus. His fingers graze my palm. They move in tandem with his lips and teeth as he sucks my blood. He's meticulous and slow, as if he's savoring a rich, exquisite cellar. It lasts for a long time until the blood-red mist gradually envelops the silvery white moon. Hey, baby! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh shit. Alright, stretch. That was not me. What about Skyhaven? Oh. I once again find myself walking along that misty path of roses in my dream. The flowers on either side are no longer blooming. The petals fade and curl one by one before transforming into silent ash at my feet. The mist clears to reveal a dead garden at the end of the path. Damn. Charged vines with rose ensured, broken. Yeah, they're akin to memories that lost their life yet refuse to fade. Looking up, I see Volmir. It's no different from a hanging scroll slowly peeling away. Its colors fading layer by layer until everything dissolves into gray mist.
When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
Damn. Alright, that kind of sucked. What the fuck? You're not gonna make me cry already, bitch. I want to remember you, but will you still be the same when the time comes?
So long as our souls remain unchanged, we'll surely recognize each other.
Recognize what? I hate this. I open my eyes to find blood red sunlight filtering through the gaps in the curtains. There's a thin layer of airy mist in the bedroom. Was that a dream?
You're awake?
I tried to sit up, but the arms around my waist tighten. I'm pulled back against a firm chest. You release me. Who said you could sleep here? Ooh! He's his annoyance. His annoying arms ignore me and take me to. Yep, sorry. I was looking at his boobs. His annoying arms ignore me and make me face him.
You slept so soundly last night that I couldn't wake you up. If I wasn't a kind gentleman who carried you back to your room, you'd be sunbathing on the roof.
I'll get a nice tan.
Worry not. When I walked in, I told the housekeeper that you were exhausted from dancing. No one will suspect anything.
Are you saying I should be thanking you for thoughtfulness?
I'm honored.
What is it? A maid enters with a tray that has my breakfast. When she sets it down, she helps me bathe.
Did you have any strange dreams last night, my lady?
The fuck? Why are you asking? Hello?
I dreamed of a path covered in roses.
The fuck?
And when I woke up, I held a rose petal in my hand.
That's... Why is it similar to my dream? What else did you see?
I can't remember. The path was hidden in a heavy mist, and everything was blurry.
Well, that's interesting. I question all the servants as they say they experienced similar dreams. By evening, the entire city is talking about this strange dream. In a world where death can strike at any moment, people believe this is an ill omen. Panic spreads. Okay. Well then. What's up, sexy? In the flickering candlelight, I once again open Night's Whispers and search the fragmented text for the blood mist. When the mist kisses the rose and its petals fall, the Supreme shall awaken from its eternal slumber.
Do you believe this refers to the sacred core?
Oop, I'm almost out of water. Oops, sorry. In a book I once read, there was a record of a powerful magic spell. Considering forbidden, it's called the Rose Dream Plague. I can force an entire city to witness the same dream. In other words, it's a disease that infects one's dreams. Only Sharon who have the power to sow forbidden magics within a painting from decades ago.
Is he truly kind-hearted to show later generations the path to the sacred core? This could be him mocking people like you.
Damn. Did you hear my wrist pop, by the way? Damn. At least his insult towards me won't be as frequent as yours. What about you, Count? Did you dream last night? Are your dreams the same as humans? Or do fiends have no dreams? He gives a non-communicable smile? That's a big-ass fucking word, but his eyes show no traces of amusement.
Rather than concern yourself with whether or not I'm like you should focus on searching for the clues about the sacred core.
He doesn't answer my question. For some reason, I'm certain his dreams had something he didn't want to see. That night, Silas had a dream. Oh, whoa. Okay, I thought it was gonna be like a nice dream, and then it said we fucking died. Got it. In it, Lee died in blossoming roses. When he woke up, he thought it was ridiculous. Dreaming of an immortal's death was a cruel, ill-timed joke. But the lingering remains of the dream prevented him from showing his usual mocking smile. He still remembers the complex emotions from the dream. Damn. Chaotic, that word, and a pain tearing his soul apart. But damn. C is a mage who summoned him, and this is a game to pass the time in his long existence. How could your death cause me so much? Oh, why? How could your death cause me so much agony? Silas realized that although he was no longer dreaming, he was still affected by the emotions from his dream. Did I lose my mind after drinking your blood? He laughs at himself. His knuckles gently brush over the girl next to him. Her skin was smooth, warm. He held this bundle of warmth in his arms as if to dispel the vivid despair from his dream. He thought it was just a dream. Yes, it was just a dream. Cool. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Blood-red mist hangs over Vilmir, subordinately refusing to disperse. It becomes a veil that enshrouds the city day and night. After the initial panic, people grew accustomed to the sky-disturbing color. In this era where death shadows looms, no one can predict if they will be pushed into the abyss by fate's hand tomorrow. People continue to seek comfort in magic, and mages use any means necessary to enter the sacred core and rewrite fate. Silas and I follow the trail of clues intertwined with the dreams, poetry, and the blood mist. Vilmir is a painting slowly corroded by time. Despite our extensive travels, useful information remains sacred. Scarce, whatever. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna cry so hard. This sucks. Anyway.
Marquis Swain passed away from an illness several days ago.
Ooh.
My lady, my lord, you attended a ball he hosted when you first arrived in Belmure. Do you remember?
Nope. At the dining table, Silas and I exchanged glances, but the housekeeper's expression remains as calm as ever. He looked ill back then.
They say his heart stopped beating.
Whoa.
Such tragedies aren't uncommon, yet everyone believes it's connected to the ominous mist. All the nobles are desperately inviting mages to divine their fate and extend their lifespans. If my lady and my lord wish it, I can arrange for one to visit you.
My lady, my lord, today's steak is selected from the healthiest calves, raised on farms outside the city. It's been seared at a low temperature with herb butter.
Ooh. The elderly chef anxiously watches as the maid serves the dishes. He casts an easy glance at Silas while his voice unconsciously drops to a whisper.
If the Count doesn't find it beneath him, please, do try it.
I glance at the untouched dish in front of Sylus and can't help but pity the dejected chef. I wish I could tell the chef that the Count is only interested in blood. To my surprise, Sylus picks up his knife and fork, cuts a small piece of steak, and places it in his mouth to chew.
It's not bad.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll go ahead and prepare the dessert.
The housekeeper and maid also visibly relax, and the atmosphere in the dining room seems to improve by a considerable amount, so Sylus can be like this too.
What is it?
Nothing. It's nothing. I saw a hint of humanity in the Count, and I'm not used to it.
Perhaps.
Eh.
I've been drinking too much of my wife's blood, and was infected with the consumption.
I glare at him as a servant delivers a letter to the housekeeper.
It's from Duke Bass. His
Fuck you,
Grace
Duke Bass.
has invited you to a hunt.
They still wish to hunt as the blood mist covers the sky. Do they not fear death anymore?
My lady, you may not be aware, but ever since the blood mist descended, extremely rare animals have appeared in the royal hunting grounds outside the city.
So the first thing you thought of was, hey, let's go fucking kill them.
Oh. How rare are they exactly?
They say deer with silver horns and pheasants exhibiting golden feathers were spotted, and they've only been depicted in books. All the noble families are competing to hunt them.
I've had pheasants before. Okay, Sylus and I exchange a glance to recognize the interest in each other's eyes. Unusual animals suddenly appearing. This might be connected to the sacred core.
Since His Grace gave us an invitation, there's no reason for us to refuse. Besides, my lady should acquire new attire. A custom hunting outfit should do.
Hell yeah, baby. Oh my. There was like so many animal noises in the span of seconds. Sunlight pierces the crimson mist and cascades over the forest located in the royal hunting grounds. Every leaf is coated with a blood red light. The horns sound blah blah blah. Hounds bark widely as they run. A dozen of magnificent horses gallop through the woods. They temporarily disperse, an eerie atmosphere that looms over the forest.
Look, there's a deer with white markings.
In the distance, a herd of startled deer races into the forest steppes. The fur is adorned with vine-like white patterns.
Is that a peacock? There are wild peacocks here?
This is kind of shitty. On the other side, a silver peacock stands on a large rock while displaying its tail. Its feathers shimmer with a most surreal quality. The nobles are frenzied over these spiritual sights. Their servants and horses divide the forest into chaotic, noisy sections.
I guess none of these creatures are your actual targets.
Why do I feel bad for the creatures? Instead of studying them, let's just fucking yoink them. Like, I don't know. Sylus rides a tall... Okay, Sylus rides a tall, dark red hunter horse. His posture is impeccable, yet his poses are insignificant ease. Possesses a significant ease. I could almost believe he's going for a casual stroll. According to the books I've read, when the sacred core is about to manifest, living creatures are transformed by powerful magic. They become increasingly beautiful.
Are there any tomes you haven't read? You're a walking sacred core encyclopedia.
Thanks. Encyclopedias are thick. Those who can only make nasty remarks should be careful, lest their skulls be crushed by one. Oh. An unusual magical force slowly reaches out from the depths of the forest. It's akin to slender, cold tentacles. Sylus.
I sense it. Let's follow it.
Hell yeah, baby, let's go. I guess you forgot to play an ad. Kira did. We avoid the groups and track that magical force into the dense forest. The blood-red mist thickens and a streak of disturbing white flashes. It's a white Mephisto? It's a white crow. Its feathers are pure as snow. A rose vine crawls out from its back. A semi-transparent bud grows on the vine, and thin streams of blood are flowing within it. Is it seriously like Mephisto or something? I'm saying it is, and you can't stop me. It's a magical creature. Oh! I dismount, my fingers moving rapidly as the glyph appears on the ground. The glyph wraps itself around it, akin to a chain it's about to tighten and trap the white crow. A dozen blurry figures appear in the mist. They transform it into sharp spikes and unleash a barrage of attacks. God.
It's not yours.
Back up, bitch! Before I can dodge, Sylus is already in front of me. He twirls his staff to block the spikes.
You'll be unable to obtain anything with this speed.
Sylus, these are illusions.
I already knew that. The real spellcaster is hiding amongst them. Attack with me.
Sure, baby, let's go. I swing my staff with him. Crystals expand into glimpse and pierces the illusion in the mist.
These people severely underestimated the connection between a husband and wife. What do you say, my lady?
I suppose you refuse to miss any chance to flaunt our relationship count. We trade serves as usual, yet our report is in battle flows more smoothly than ever. Thank you for the flashbang. Oh my. The mages who want to take the white crow are forced to retreat. Powerless, they can't fight back. I turn to achieve another glimpse. I'll capture the white crow. A familiar nauseating agony explodes in my chest. My breath is almost cut off. I fall to my knees in the cold, damp mud, and the power of my glimpse dissipates. Why is it even worse than before? My vision My vision blurs. I can only see Sylus rushing through the mist. He catches me before my face lands on the ground.
Your body.
My body, what?
She can't move. Here's our chance.
Really, bitch? The dozens or so mages surround us and raise their hands in unison. The ground erupts with blinding white light, accompanied by a deafening roar. Spiraling rings of light rise.
I can't kill them all when the linkage is limiting me. They need to come closer.
Uh-oh. 5 rings of light rotate in various positions and mesh together in a gear-like fashion as they close in. My energy and Sylus's are draining. Several impatient mages move, hoping to seize the opportunity to capture the white crow.
At last.
Within range, Sylus cuts through the group of mages akin to a blade. His staff repeatedly pierces their chest.
You want to drain my energy?
Ooh.
Pay for it with your blood.
Ooh.
Fiend! It's a fiend who drinks blood!
Yeah. Mobiles drawn in by the commotion hide. Keeping their distance, their faces turn ashen as they witness Sylus furiously drinking the mage's blood. The spiral gift continues to move, and my energy is almost gone. The excruciating pain shatters my body into countless pieces. We're at like 4. Are we gonna die here, Sylus? He returns to my side, his eyes flashing with a savage intensity, yet they brim with a certain determination. He raises his wrist and pierces his skin with his fangs. Bright red blood winds down his arm.
Drink.
Okay. I feel a fear in the depths of my subconscious and use my last ounce of strength to shake my head.
You don't have a choice.
He grabs my jaw and presses his wrist against my mouth. When my tongue touches his skin, his blood reminds me of burning embers. It explodes inside me and turns in my veins. My heartbeat is all I can hear as it accompanied by a sharp burning pain. It is quickly dispelling the weakness and observantness sensation in my body. Impressive. The mist around us suddenly churns and swirls as if countless hidden eyes are opening within it. The gear-like limp— Jesus Christ, the gear-like lint is silent, its light dissolving into the mist.
Lean on me. We'll leave this place.
Our figures vanish to the depths of the blood mist as Sylus holds me. Welcome back from the ad, by the way. I hope it was fun. I hope you had a blast. In my hazy consciousness, I can only feel a warm, thick, strange, and intoxicating liquid between my lips. My throat tightens as I greedily drink it. I'm savoring the sweetest poison drawn from the darkness itself.
A little more.
Ooh. Yeah! I haven't played Baldur's Gate. It seems way too complicated, and I'm really fucking stupid.
Breathe. You're doing well.
Thanks, sexy man. Hi! I slowly open my eyes, and my vision is only filled with a dark crimson hue. Blood? I realize my tongue is lapping Sylus' wrist, his blood slowly trickling down from the corner of my lips. Hell yeah, baby! Dude. I've been holding back for so long. I quickly move back and sit up. Though I do have to say, having his white outfit against white text is really pissing me off, but it's okay. He looks fire though, so. Only discovered that I'm laying in a stone coffin. Really? Bitch ass and bold. Sorry. Only discovered that I'm laying in a stone coffin. It's adorned with intricate carvings.
Welcome home, Countess.
Thanks, husband. Where am I? My home doesn't have anything like this. I look around. This place resembled an underground vault with walls made of dark stone. Candlelight casts shadows that stretch into monstrous shapes.
Of course. This is my home. I could use another descriptor. Welcome to the underworld.
Dance, dance!
Miss Mage.
The underworld? How could a human possibly enter this place?
They would have to drink my blood.
Well, the metallic taste of blood lingers in my mouth, but I'm not repulsed by it. How strange. I fucking love these emotes. The suffocating feeling from before has subsided without me noticing, but the pain inside my body still reminds me of everything that happened. The White Crow, the clues to Sacred Core must be on it. I force myself to climb out of the stone coffin, but when my feet touch the ground, I collapse from excruciating agony. You know, if this is like seriously Mephisto, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. A white feathery figure flies across the underground chamber and lands gracefully on Sylus' shoulder.
Here's your clue. In your current pitiful state, you shouldn't be running around willy-nilly.
Real. I think I'm gonna have more tortellini soup after this, after I bawl my fucking eyes out. This magical creature can enter the underworld too.
Since it was prey that caught your interest, my lady, I naturally couldn't let it escape. I'll admit, it's peculiar. I've never seen a magical creature that can freely travel between the human world and the underworld before.
Sylus helps me stand. The white crow shows no intention of flying away. Instead, it tilts its head as it watches me. The vein on its back sways gently with each breath, its bud remaining tightly close as if it's hiding secrets. I wonder how long it will take for the flower to bloom.
When it happens, what you're looking for might reveal itself.
It'll bloom when we both fucking die. How about that? If that happens, I'm screaming.
But your weakness has been exposed. Those mages won't give you a moment to breathe anymore.
Of course.
If you leave now, you'll be walking into death's sweet embrace.
His eyes reveal their typical mocking gleam, but there's a hint of genuine concern. He remains silent for a moment, the intense, excruciating course through my body. Anguish coursing through my body forces me to lean on him for support. If you don't mind me staying here, then I'll wait for the rose to bloom, Count. Damn.
I have welcomed you from the very beginning.
I don't want to cry. Suddenly he picks me up, carrying me. He climbs the stairs. Can we
now
name
that
him?
you're staying, let's help you become acquainted with our home, my lady.
Okay. That's gonna be me in about maybe like an hour. I'm sorry, this is the I'm fine. This is the fucking chapel, another fucking stupid son of a bitch. Okay. We are That's because of where we are. It's a lot of things have been reminding me of Sylus-Sylus Dragon Myth, and it makes me just want to cry because it hurt me so bad. Yeah. I'll be fine. So as I reach the top of the staircase, the scenery greeting my eyes is so breathtaking that I almost forgot my pain. Inside the massive castle with its vaulted ceiling, bright candlelight reflects off countless treasures. Its radiance is dreamlike and dangerous. Massive beast skulls hang as decorations. Crystals taller than a person contain strange weapons and items that shimmer with an outwardly glow. Is this how you live in the underworld? No wonder you hate being summoned.
They're nothing more than trophies. Opponents I've defeated here, mages who tried to summon me only to die. I always keep one item from each of them as a souvenir.
Damn. His nonchalance sends chills down my spine. So this place is actually a graveyard.
Your sense of humor never fails to delight me. Even if this is a graveyard, it's been deathly quiet for a long time. I've run out of rivals in the underworld. There are no fiends who dare to challenge me. And I can count the mages who survived long enough to complete the summoning ritual on one hand in the past century. So, I'm bored.
I'm also a mage who summoned you. Are you planning to take a souvenir from me? He glances at me.
We'll discuss that after you're dead.
Damn. So you also have a sense of humor. Anyway, whatever.
It's a pity that the underworld and the human world lack individuals like you who appreciate it. It seems my sense of humor is destined to only entertain you.
As he carries me around to brag about his keepsakes with great enthusiasm, I catch a glimpse of something within the castle. Is that... Fuck you! Is that a pipe organ? In the midst of a flickering golden light stands a silent, imposing, dust-covered pipe organ. Its wooden casing has lost its luster as if being forgotten in the depths of time. Cool beans, great, thank you.
Can you play it?
Okay, thank you, great, thank you for that. He places me on the bench, and I press a few keys. Oh, Jesus, unsurprisingly. Some are out of tune, others don't produce any sound.
That's normal. No one has ever played it.
Okay. And you consider it normal, a room of treasures arranged around a broken pipe organ. Is it special to you? Sylus doesn't answer. He picks me up again and carries me. I'm about to ask more questions. The sight before me makes me forget my curiosity. Oh! Whoa! On the balcony, the wind is as cold as knife's edge. The underworld sky doesn't resemble daytime or nighttime. It remains an unchanging gray. The wood before me is distorted as fragmented buildings of various architectural styles are present as far as the eye can see. It's as if they've been violently placed together. In the distance, a crimson barren mountain rises. Large rocks chunks float around the edges. Beyond that lies a motionless sea, akin to grass sculpture. The waves are frozen as they break. The underworld described in various books is nothing like this.
You should read less nonsense.
These structures seem to be from different worlds. What exactly is this realm?
A graveyard.
An indescribable shudder spreads from the depths of my heart. I don't understand. He silently turns his head, his gaze passing me like the wind.
You're not the only one who wants to rewrite fate. And there are other timelines with people such as yourself. Have you ever wondered where those discarded fates go? Established cause and effect cannot vanish into thin air. A place must receive these fragments erased from various timelines. When enough fragments accumulate, they form ruins. The underworld is a fate's graveyard.
Jeez. Similar to a hunter searching for heron above a graveyard, the white crow soars in the distant gray sky. Oh, I don't know if I'm stunned by Sylus' words or affected by the countless energy surrounding me. A ringing noise floods my ears and my limbs weaken.
The magnetic field here is too chaotic. Your body isn't strong enough to stay outside for too long.
Without saying another word, Sylus lifts me into his arms and carries me back. Black-red mist flows out to seal the doors and windows behind us. Back in the stone chamber beneath the castle, what was once eerie now feels comforting by comparison. It's suddenly quiet in here. The stone chamber shields me from the chaos outside, and even my breathing becomes steady again.
Only being quiet isn't enough.
He places me back into the ornate stone coffin. Noticing my look of protest, he pats my head to reassure me.
You'll recover faster here.
No more to use the stone coffin as a bed. However, humans need plenty of food to recover. We can't just rest.
You only require blood now. There's no
God.
need for regular meals anymore.
Dauntless, I grab his hand. I've been eating human food for hundreds of years. I can't quit. Even if my body doesn't need it, I still need food to sustain my mind. Otherwise, I'll keep pestering you.
How troublesome.
Ooh. I hear rummaging, then Sylus quickly returns with several pouches in his hands.
You're fortunate. In the underworld, my abode is the only one where human food can still be found.
I wonder who's the unfortunate mage you scavenged from them from. This food isn't centuries old, is it?
It's 100 years old.
Jesus.
It's fresh compared to you.
There are traces of magical seals on the pouches. Mages typically use this method to preserve food for extended periods. But no mage expects their food to last 100 years.
Are you going to eat it or not?
Can I eat you instead, huh? Okay, I'll try. Why still try? Silas' face just shows disdain, yet his movements are swift and efficient as he opens the pouches and lights a fire in the stone chamber to heat the food. Oh, God fucking. I look at the cold, gloomy stone chamber and the coffin I'm lying in, then my gaze lands on his busy, happy figure. Silas, were you this enlightened when you were alone here? He pours the heated, sticky mass of food into a metal plate and hands it to me.
No. It's because I'm giving you this meal, so I can feast properly later.
Then I must be the first dish that must... Excuse me? Then I must be the first dish that makes you happy. A gourmet delicacy.
You're confident about your status.
Thanks. I taste the steaming substance. Although I'm not actually hungry, its aroma still brings me comfort and helps me relax. This isn't my first time laying in a coffin. I was suffocating, and the people around me thought I had died. They hastily buried me in a coffin. Jesus. Once enough time had passed, I woke up to find myself buried alive. I stare absently at the thick liquid on my plate, but my voice remains steadfast. I struggled to crawl out of the coffin. I bet that place still tells ghost stories about me. But this happened ages ago. After several eons, I doubt anyone remembers. Silas listens quietly. Surprisingly, his mocking expression is nowhere to be seen.
Is that why you wish to enter the sacred core?
Yes. I lower my gaze. It's the first time I've told anyone my real reason for seeking the sacred core. My suffering stems from a curse. I lost my most crucial memories and only vaguely remember that because of this curse. Only a certain person can grant me Only a certain person can grant me a true death. He quietly observes me as he's looking at... Fuck! He quietly observes me as if he's looking at a reflection below a lake's surface.
You want to rewrite your fate to escape eternal torment.
Don't cry. Okay. The dragon myth hurt me too much. I can't. Correct. Eternity for me is a nightmare I can never wake up from. The flickering candlelight in the stone chamber casts a gentle glow on his face. Encourages me to ask the question that has lingered in my heart for so long. Do you remember why you're here?
That's one more thing we share. For better or worse.
He sits down and leans against the stone coffin.
I don't remember how I arrived here. Sometimes, I think the underworld's fiends are simply people abandoned by fate.
Jesus.
Since they're not embraced by it, they're free from the mortal world's moral constraints. They only live for their desires.
But you said you weren't happy before.
I suppose when I defeated a fiend, I'd momentarily feel the zenith of pleasure. That's why I spent most of my time becoming the ruler of the underworld. But pleasure has always been fleeting. After the rapture passes, all that remains is longer periods of emptiness. He
speaks of his distant past in a dejected tone. With time melting, bloodshed, and brutality, only drifting ashes are left. I understand him, though there is no reason for it. Perhaps it's because I also experienced the passage of time. Maybe my life only has one cessation left. Or to put it simply... we're like kindred spirits. You must have traveled through many fragmented space-times before. Why did you stay in this castle? He glances at me, his tone making it impossible to tell if he's being genuine.
Must there be a reason? This might be the only place where I've seen a pipe organ.
Is that so?
It's the only object that feels familiar to me.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. My heart races for no apparent reason. An impeccable thought appears in my mind. The castle doesn't have to be so deathly silent. After all, its owner isn't cold-hearted. Several days later, the torment inside my body has silently subsided. I can now leave the stone coffin and walk around the castle. Living alone in a large building must be boring. Grayish light pours through the castle's windows as the white crow dives. It's carrying something in its beak. It lands on the railing beside me and opens its beak. A black flower gently rolls into my palm. Is this a rose? It has the shape of a rose, but has never seen this color before. If it's a fucking datura flower, I'm killing myself.
When did it bloom?
I haven't seen this underworld garden yet. I grab Sylus' wrist. Should we follow it and take a look?
You've barely recovered, and yet you've already forgotten what happens when outside energies affect you.
I've been stuck here for days. Besides, you can protect me. This is an order.
Are you certain your orders still work in my territory?
You love me, so do it! Several wisps of black-red mist faintly swirl around me, as if to shield my body.
In this place, I'll only abide by them once.
The white crow leads us to the area behind the castle. The hillside is shrouded in hazy light. To my surprise, a field of blossoming blue and black roses lie at the bottom of the stone steps. The white crow circles above the sea of flowers, and this scene feels strangely familiar. I feel like I've experienced this before.
In a dream?
In Volmir, there is a secret garden filled with roses. It has red and white roses in full bloom. I remember seeing a black crow there. It feels familiar to what we're seeing now. It's almost like
a mirror image.
I pick a few roses. Their rich fragrance is exactly like the scent one can find in the human world. It adds a touch of vitality to this cold room. Perhaps the human world and the underworld aren't completely separated. How else could this white crow travel between them? And it carries clues about the sacred core. It can be considered a messenger.
The sacred core's messenger is similar to an ominous sign. It deserves a fiend's name.
Huh?
We'll call him Mephisto.
Fuck! Damn it. Okay, great. I fucking knew it. God damn it. Alright. Nice. Nice. Wow. Wow. The white crow cries out as if he's approving his new name. I just thought of something. Anyway, he lands on Sylus' shoulder. The rosebud on the bird's back quivers slightly. It might blossom soon. I'm gonna cry. I gather blue and black roses and bring them back to the castle. I arrange them at the bottom of the stone coffin.
You're bringing an invasive plant species into my territory.
Deal with it! This stone coffin is cold, hard, and deadly gloomy. I doubt I'll ever get used to sleeping in it. I lie down in the coffin, the fragrance of flowers envelops me, and it carries a warm sweetness. The roses here smell familiar to the ones in the human world. Falling asleep surrounded by this fragrance might give me better dreams. Do you want to try it?
Since when did you start believing in these things?
I once fell asleep amongst flowers. To be exact, it was in the secret garden I told you about.
And you had a beautiful dream.
Yes, I still remember it to this day.
Tell me about it. Perhaps I might also start believing.
After you have your own sweet dream, we can exchange stories. I take Silas's hand, he doesn't refuse, and he moves closer as I pull him into the small sea of flowers. Close your eyes and breathe. Doesn't it feel like you're lying in a bed of flowers?
I can believe I'm basking in the sun.
His tone remains as teasing as ever, but there's a subtle joy in his voice. He has yet to let go of my hand. I close my eyes and sense the flow of fragrance intensify in the darkness. I become more aware of his warmth that I'm holding. Sylus. When we return to Volmir, I'll take you to that secret garden and show you those roses.
All right.
Holding hands, we sleep surrounded by the fragrance of roses. Thirsty, I'm so thirsty. I don't know how long it's been. My body's overwhelmed by an intense, unexpected desire. Dizziness, a parched throat, and emptiness in my chest. This isn't a suffocation, hardening, and Jesus Christ, my headphones just scared the shit out of me. Hurtling and approaching death, it's an uncontrollable hunger. I'm subconsciously drawn to the presence beside me. I don't want the scent of flowers, but this intense burning essence. I can't help but move closer to the source, seemingly in a deep slumber. Silas's eyes are closed. I lower my head towards his chest and inhale his scent. His heartbeat awakens a deeper carnal craving within me. I follow the warmth over his collarbone and his Adam's apple. I'm drawn to the side of his neck. Hey, so, like, can you wake up, low-key? The essence is more evident. Its warmth pulsating against the tip of my nose and lips. I mean, like, hell, I want to be, like, thirsty too, but, like, I'm scared.
You don't need to restrain yourself.
Oh! Sorry.
Since we're the same now.
Are we about to get freaky in the coffin?
Why don't we make an exchange?
Yeah. I think we're about to get freaky in the coffin. The wild growing hunger inside me doesn't let me hesitate. I agree instantly. that fucking emote. A faint smile crosses his lips as he unhurriedly opens his collar to expose his neck. Slightly raising veins pulse under his skin.
Indulge yourself to your heart's content, my dearest wife.
Oh, I lean forward, my fangs piercing his skin. Warm, thick liquid floods my mouth. Yeah, okay. The taste in my mouth is rich. Pouringly, it carries an intoxicating power that makes me dizzy. I feel as though I'm drinking the night's darkness that's been brought to a boil.
Give it to me.
As I tilt my head back to catch my breath, yeah. As I tilt my head back to catch my breath, Sylus turns his head, opens my collar, and sinks his fangs into the crook of my neck. This is crazy. That's crazy. Because I am! Pain and pleasure overlap and surge as our breaths quicken and intertwine. Blood and skin pressed against lips and teeth, the scent of flowers and blood merge, and our heartbeats gradually synchronize beneath our skin. Oh my god! Jesus! Dark red blood drips from my piercing neck, soaking my delvish collar. It soon falls onto the roses under us. Petals greedily drink drops of blood, and the dark crimson seeps into those blue and black roses. You were plushie, casually plushie hunting, hearing fucking loud ass breathing. Well, I don't know how long I've been asleep. In a realm between dreams and wakefulness, it's damn, that's fucking crazy. I don't know how long I've been asleep. In a realm between dreams and wakefulness, a slight pull of my skin makes me regain consciousness. Hi, next to me, Sylus lies on his side. He holds a soft handkerchief and unhurriedly wipes away traces of blood from the corner of my lips. That was not me. His touch is gentle, and his fingertips occasionally brush against my skin. They leave behind a subtle yet unremarkable warmth.
Did I wake you? You can sleep some more.
I lower my gaze. The edges of the rose petals beneath me are still stained with dark red blood that partially dried. They're seemingly whispering to me. I recall the burning rose from my previous dream. Their color was the same, and the person beside me in that dream had the same warmth. Dreams and reality overlap, and I can't tell which one is more real. Mephisto perches on the edge of the stone coffin, the rosebud on his back so large that it's starting to unfurl. We should be able to return soon.
Indeed.
Sylus's answer betrays no emotion, and my heart, which should be rejoicing, isn't as thrilled as I expected. I'm one step closer to entering the sacred core. I should be happy. My gaze remains captivated by the hand still wiping away blood. His fingertips graze my lips, and his lingering warmth secretly infiltrates my heart to embrace every fiber of my being. Once I enter the sacred core, this curse's shackles will no longer bind me. Doubt lurks, its rusty blade silently embodying itself into my heart. Isn't this what I've always wanted? Why am I hesitating? I see this shit one more time, I might start crying. The rose on Mephisto's back blooms more beautifully with each passing day, unfurling one layer at a time. Its petals are akin to ignited flames. Deep within the flower's center are intertwined silver threads like patterns. Fragments of magical power. Once the rose is in full bloom, these magical fragments will be revealed. I'll piece them together then. My body's recovering, but I know deep down that I will never return to what it once was. For reasons unknown, the searing sensation flows me like a shadow. It's not as intense as when it suddenly appears. Rather, it's an consistent underlying pain. But I lie to Sylus and tell him I made a full recovery. That's a big-ass word. Sylus is uncharacteristically, I think that says, distracted. He only responds with a slight nod. The unspoken truth between us is that after leaving the underworld, we'll reach the sacred core. These should be the last moments of my life in the underworld. Before leaving, I want to leave something behind. Perhaps to prove I was here, and perhaps to make him remember me. Damn. What are you doing? I wiped down the neglected I wipe down the neglected pipe organ deep within the castle, open its cover, and clean the pipes. She's gonna start playing this shit, isn't she?
You're already bored of this place? Or you have a rare hobby for repairing pipe organs?
Not necessarily. In the past, I disguised myself as a devout choir member to find a book containing forbidden magics. It was sealed in a chapel.
Ah, yes. You do something of that nature.
I adjust the pitch of each note until the organ sounds normal again. I stayed there for a long time and learned tuning and repair techniques. I never thought I'd get used to them here. I think it's tuned. Do you want to try playing it?
Why don't you do that?
The only piece I learned back then were all monotonous and boring. Chuckling softly, he sits down. His slender fingers rest on the instrument's keys. The melody flowing from his fingers reminds me of warmth submerged in water. I'm drawn into the depths of my memories. My heart steers, and I can't tell if it's because of the melody or the person playing it. Where'd you learn to play this piece?
I don't remember. It seems like I was born with it.
I fucking hate this game. It sounds like a requiem.
Is it banal?
No, it's tranquil. Trains, I watch his finger dance. Silas, when I die, will you play it for me again?
How can you hear it if you're dead?
I'll hear it. He doesn't say anything and continues playing. The ancient castle, vast corridors and walls reflect the music back again and again, as if they're trying to crystallize this moment in time. This is our last night in the underworld. That night, the White Crow... Yep. That night... I needed that laugh, thanks. That night, the White Crow was perched on the castle window. A blood-red rose blooms along the vein of it on his back. The desolate lines on the petals converge into a silvery white spiral at the flower center. It resembles a distillated nebula? I lean in, deep within the spiral lines, an illusory mirror, which rotates like a kaleidoscope, I think that says. I see an abandoned courtyard with no distinctive feature. There's only a broken stone bust standing alone amongst the overgrown weeds. At the end, a narrow path stretches into the distance. Blooming roses line it. The flower shadows guide my gaze toward the depths of the mist. Something is waiting for me. I'm about to possibly cry, so let's go. Can't wait. After leaving the underworld and returning to Bolmir, we find an estate completely abandoned. All the dazzling treasures have vanished, even the modest silverware is gone. In the center of the great hall, the large portrait of me and Silas has been splattered with crimson paint. It's a bloody, grotesque sight. Our faces have been erased, and only crimson words are smeared on them. Fiend and evil mage. Damn.
Many nobles at the royal hunting grounds witnessed me kill the mages. They also watched you drink my blood before we vanished.
Oh, great. The mages who were fortunate enough to survive embellished their stories. They painted us as fiends wearing human skin.
This is the price for summoning Sylus.
And I let out a scornful laugh and waved my hand to destroy the expressive glyphs on the painting. People in this world are terrified of death, my mortal existence inherently evil to them.
You have no attachment to this world?
Do you have any attachment to the underworld? Silas gazes at me thoughtfully.
No.
I glance at the full-length mirror on the one side of the room. There is no reflection in it. No Sylus, no me. I'm not afraid. Instead, a secret sense of comfort washes over me. That's how it should be. I point at the mirror. See? We're the same.
The same.
He leans in and I can see my reflection in his eyes.
I like that.
I do too, but it's gonna be really sad soon. We turn and leave. We must find the prophesized ruined courtyard that's related to the sacred core. Oh boy. Reach Valmir for an abandoned courtyard containing a bust. Mages block our path. They shout nonsense about justice and retribution while waving their staves. Staves. However, their eyes revealed their true greed. Justice's cloak is the perfect disguise for desire. In merely a few days, news of a fiend and an evil mage returning from the dead spread like a plague. Mages create rumors that we seek the sacred core to overthrow the world's order and unleash fiends upon Philos. More mages rush to Valmir and use vanquishing evil as a presence as they compete for the chance to enter the sacred core. Our search for the desolate courtyard amongst ruins continues. The night deepens. After another day of constantly moving and fighting several mages, we've taken shelter in an empty house on the city outskirts. The taste of searing pain in my body grows stronger with each passing day. Maybe it's because we're getting closer to the sacred core. Sylus offers his wrist to my lips.
You've used most of your energy. Do you want a sip?
You've also expended most of your energy.
So many mages are handing themselves over on a silver platter. I get to enjoy a feast every day.
I firmly turn his face towards mine and look into his eyes. You liar.
You haven't been honest with me either. Am I mistaken?
I stay silent. I know he's aware of the fact that I've never fully recovered. But he hasn't said anything about it. He's absorbed blood from our enemies and offers his own to sustain me. He sighs before he somewhat forcefully pulls me into his lap. He guides my hand to the side of his neck.
If you still want to enter the sacred core, then bite me.
I stare at his injured neck that hasn't fully healed. My heart aches. Well, great. Thanks.
Isn't it our ritual?
I gently press my lips against his skin and warm blood flows into my mouth. God fucking damn it. Moonlight veiled in the blood mist shines through the window. It illuminates his gaze, and those unfathomable depths could swallow me whole. It was only a glimmer, yet it feels like 1,000 years have passed. 1,000 years have passed. A thought begins to expand. It's akin to a sponge absorbing water. After rewriting fate, I will never see... Fuck! After rewriting fate, I will never see these eyes again. Lee Lee slowly falls asleep in Silas's arms, but even in her slumber, pain is merciless. She frowns, and her breathing is rapid, as if an invisible hand is squeezing her heart. Subconsciously, she grasps his fingers before reluctantly releasing them. Silas pauses, then he holds her hand again. The wrists touch, and the chain binding them flickers with every breath. Somehow, he no longer resents the linkage he wanted to rid himself of. In fact, he wishes it could bind them more tightly together. Supposedly, it's been a long time since he thought about returning to the underworld alone. In his eyes, his dreams, his imagination, her presence exist in his everything. But if their circumstances never change, the one who's staying by his side will continue to endure endless torment.
If bearing a curse is your fate, then rewriting that is part of your destiny. Fate isn't the only answer. After all, I never believed in it. If fate demands your suffering, then I will destroy it. No matter the cost. This shall be the price I pay.
Yeah, they breathe a lot. This sucks. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. After searching through most of Omir's courtyards without any success, we arrive at the abandoned churchyard. The stone sculptures here are intact. Not all of them match the text in the prophecy.
Isn't it odd? The buildings are weathered and old, yet the sculptures appear as though they were crafted days ago.
An illusion. The ground suddenly trembles, stone break, and massive skeleton rises from the center of the courtyard. His body is forged from black iron and brittle bones. Dark red flames burn within its chest cavity, and death essence flows from its hollow eye sockets. This isn't the rendering of an ordinary sentinel. The skeleton swings a massive, rust-covered axe, which concentrates overwhelming energy waves. Oh my gosh.
Regardless of what it is, the fact that a trap was set means we're close to the answer.
Silas stands in front of me. He binds the skeleton's arms with black-red mist, but the creature violently breaks free.
Oh, it's not a weakling.
He thrusts his staff into the skeleton's chest. I seize the opportunity to cast a spell as I press my hands on the ground. Limbs appear and spread out from under the skeleton. It's bound in place. Now. Silas' staff pierces the skeleton's chest. Flames surge, but the beast doesn't fall. Little bones scattered only to resemble larger than before, the creature stands once more. I was gonna say something about it, but I decided not to. Rabbits flying. The attack makes me slam against the base of the stone statue. Blood trickles down from the corner of my mouth. Great.
Get behind me.
Cool beans. Love that. Silas spreads his wings and flies in front of me. He takes the second strike as his shoulder becomes a bloody mess. I clench my teeth and channel my energy into the staff. I draw my what now, baby? I draw another glimpse. Limbs spread out and engulf the skeleton. Silas and I grip the staff together and forcibly drive it through this creature's skull. Flames burst from its eye sockets as its massive body crashes to the ground. The subsequent silence, only our labored breathing remains. So how about we, not die? I fall to my knees, my palms covered in blood. I gasp for air as a searing pain inside my body inflates. Silas folds his wings and drags his injured body over to me. He supports me as I stand.
What a shame. We almost died.
We were gonna, so... Yes, we barely avoided that opportunity. In spite of our pain, we achingly smile at each other. Amongst the broken stones, a half-destroyed statue emerges. It matches the one in the prophecy. At the end of where the statue points, a narrow path lies hidden in the mist, the blooming red roses lining it. I've seen it in paintings and in my dreams. This is the entrance to the sacred core. The goal that I've chased for hundreds of years is right before my eyes. I'm momentarily stunned. This is a dream, yes? Sylus stares at the misty path that leads into the unknown. His expression darkens.
Since this is what you want, let's continue.
I extend my hand toward him. Silent, he looks at it, then he takes it. Hand in hand, we step into the rose-covered path and venture deeper. Mist turns around my feet as my body reaches its limit. Each step feels as though I'm walking on knives. It's as if my body has been torn to shreds, yet my flesh and bones are forcibly healed together. But I'm almost at the end. At the end of this path, I can use the sacred cord to rewrite my fate. Then, the pain will be over. The linkage between Sylus and me shall end as well. I look at our clasped hands. Once our connection is severed, Sylus returned to the underworld. As for me, I'm uncertain of the life waiting for me. But we'd be one without a curse, pain, and Sylus. From the depths, a breeze blows along the path and carries a faint flow of fragrance. Rose petals scatter in the air and land in my hair and on Sylus' shoulder. My gaze shifts from our clasped hands to his face. I realize he's looking at me.
What is it?
The interest is beyond the mist.
I know.
I stop in my tracks.
Hmm?
Once I enter it, we might not have the chance
You're
to say
eager
goodbye.
to bid farewell.
I want to do it properly. It's similar to a proper acknowledgement.
You don't want me to see the sacred core? All right, then. I wasn't even the slightest bit interested.
His tone carries its unusual sarcasm, but there's no trace of amusement in his eyes.
Should I offer my blessings for your inevitable death? I wish that you'll be free from curses and live an ordinary life without any sort of suffering. Or should I wish for us to never meet again?
How about you not do that? Take a step, pull his arm, and stand on my tippy toes to kiss his lips. Our lips have left wounds on each other's bodies, and we've felt each other's warmth and blood. But this kiss is different. I still want to leave something behind in Sylus' life, even if it's a mere moment. I should let him forget me, just as I would forget him. But why do I selfishly want him to remember? Yeah, let's sever our linkage. The path ahead is one I must walk alone. Without waiting for his response, I slightly recite the spell. The linkage at my wrist begins to glow. With a lingering gentle vibration, it stretches like a silk thread being pulled apart. The thread of light breaks, its fragments turning to tiny notes motes of light that float away with the wind. They disappear into the mist.
This is what you consider a proper farewell.
Sylus, you're free now. As I say these words, I feel an unfamiliar emptiness around my wrist. The emotion welling up inside me is this reluctance. Fuck!
It won't be long before I'm forgotten.
Stop!
But what makes you think I'll forget you?
Of course you'll forget me. It's a lie. He stares at me if he's already... Fuck! Sorry. He stares at me as if he's already seen right through it, yet he doesn't try to interrupt me. You can rule the underworld again. You'll live forever. I'm nothing more than a fleeting moment. Another lie.
You're speaking as if you know what I desire.
I hope it's what you want.
You gave me another order.
In the future, when you play that melody again in your castle, if I'm truly dead by then, my soul will still hear it. Takes my hand, his fingers caressing my slightly trembling palm.
Is this the final testament you want to give me?
Why not? You'll always abide by my order. With the countless unspoken feelings buried in my heart, I look at Sylus and force myself to smile. Farewell, Sylus. As the mist lights my sense vanishes, I can't tell where I am. When I open my eyes again, I find myself in an incredibly otherworldly place. This place has no sky and no earth. There's only endless white sand that constantly is flowing. Sand cascades from the interminable height. Layers upon layers of it almost fill my vision. I struggle to move. I'm like a prisoner trapped inside an enormous hourglass. Please listen to my wishes, sacred core. The fate I wish to rewrite is one without any curse. The energy within my body is ripped away by the invisible hand. It transforms into grains of white sand and fall into the flowing sea beneath my feet. The sea of sand churns as a human skeleton slowly rises to the surface. Tattered, old clothes still cling to it. I can faintly make out an embroidered badge amongst the rags. The name on it is... Sirene, or whatever the fuck it was. My pupils contract as my breathing becomes rapid. Sir Sirene, the last archmage to enter the sacred core, the one who left clues about its manifestation for future generations.
At long last,
ooh, I don't like how
the
you sound.
sacred core has arrived.
Ooh, that's not a nice sound in my ear that I like. The skeleton's jaws move slowly as it begins to speak.
You've discovered that this is a lie. The sacred core could never rewrite fate. It's merely a vessel that devours the strongest souls. All mages who enter the sacred core sacrifice their souls. Now it's your turn.
Fear surges wildly in my chest. I struggle to stay calm as I create a glimpse to show the process of my energy being drained. Akin to a waterfall, sand pours down from above. Cracks begin to appear in my glimpse as my scorching energy continues to disappear. I can't accept death, but I refuse to be manipulated. A crystalline fragment detaches itself from my chest. It emits a dazzling light. My body feels weightless. The excruciating, searing pain vanishes, and centuries of torment fade away as if I woke up from a bad dream. Is this the source of my suffering? My curse is a fragment of an incomplete soul? No. I desperately try to grasp that fragment. I didn't choose this. Rather, my action is driven by pure instinct. Even if it's a curse, even if it only brings me suffering and pain, something deep within me tells me I cannot lose it. Yet my struggle is futile. The fragment drifts further away, my energy continues to be devoured, and my consciousness rapidly deteriorates. Disintegrates, same thing, I don't care. A darkness closes in around me. Familiar light begins to spread from my wrist. The linkage I had assumed was severed pierces the waterfalls of sand. The layers of cascading white are torn apart.
The linkage between us cannot be severed.
Sylus advances against the sand's flow, his figure akin to a blade slicing through this false world. Hi, don't come any closer. The sacred core will devour your soul. You can't stay here.
What about you? Have you resigned yourself to your fate? Didn't you say you'd rewrite it? Yet as we speak, you're willing to become a sacrifice?
It's too powerful. Mage powers simply can't.
Oh, it's too powerful?
He grips my hand and pulls me out of the sand. His intense gaze meets mine.
Have you forgotten? You're not an ordinary mage. You're the mage who summoned Sylus. If you're willing to pay the price, then nothing is immovable. Not even fate.
Tense dread washes over me as I desperately try to stop him. I don't want to be here anymore! Sylus! No, no. Yet he only responds with a gentle smile.
What? This matter is merely more absurd than death.
Massive energy erupts from his body. Waves of intertwined black and red crash against the realm around us. Sand flows upward, everything trembles, and white sand transforms into a violent storm that engulfs everything. I use every ounce of my strength to hold on to him. Yet in the depths of the raging whirlwind, I see a crystalline fragment of his soul floating out from his chest. It's swallowed by this sacred core. Sylus. Light explodes between our tightly clasped hands as the space around us collapses with a thunderous roar. We fall endlessly into the chaotic void as he spreads his wings and holds me in his arms. The world passes away and vanishes behind us. Silence returns. Sylus' breathing is erratic. His face is deathly pale, and his body feels unnaturally cold as he holds me. Without your energy, you won't be able to return to the underworld.
I never intended to go back.
Of course. I caress his cheek. He lowers his gaze as a weary smile appears on his face. Sylus, we had identical soul fragments, and we lost them.
Aren't two shells that lost their souls still the same?
I stare at him until tears blur my vision. That's already happening to me here! The pain within my body has vanished. The curse of immortality has been lifted. For the first time, I've truly become an ordinary human. My flesh, soul, and life... This sucks. Hold on. My flesh, soul, and life are as fragile as immortals, yet they're just as real.
Why are you crying?
You bitch! Fuck. He didn't have to say that. Sylus, you rewrote my fate this time.
If our fates were different, how can we truly be the same?
Don't ever say that to me ever again. But you paid the price of sacrificing every path that would let you return. You'll never be as powerful as you once were. You chose the most difficult future for yourself.
I have no regrets.
Crosses his arms and observes me for what feels like an eternity.
Your past self died as your pain disappeared.
Yeah.
Starting from this day, everything that happens will be our shared fate.
All the places we'll visit, the sights we'll see, the enemies we'll face, and...
We'll spend the rest of our lives together.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid we destroyed the sacred core, so we made an enemy out of everyone on Philos? And we're no longer invincible?
There's only one thing I fear. I found the person whom I want to spend the rest of my life with. Yet, I'm afraid our life together has started too late.
Moonlight descends as a blood mist displays with the sacred core beneath the heavens. Volmir falls into a brief, peaceful slumber. We welcome the rest of our lives with open arms. So, like, I still have one more to go. I need a bit of a break. So give me a minute. We're gonna take a break real quick with this. As the wind and sand disperse, the world falls quiet once more. Before the world collapses again, Sylus and I visit the sacred garden we promised to visit. As we push open the ivory-covered iron gate, roses bloom in the morning mist. I had this place built a long time ago, during the era of my grandmother, to be exact. Marital grandmother, to be exact. Time dragged on endlessly back then, and the world around me collapsed too quickly. I wanted something I could watch. It had to change slowly, like a flourishing garden.
But you didn't stay.
I learned magic, discovered the sacred core, and became aware of your existence. I look up at Sylus. Then we promised to visit this place. I wanted to show you many, many roses. Sylus picks a rose and tucks it in my hair.
You kept your promise.
Yeah.
It's the perfect place to mark the beginning of our life together.
Yeah.
The very start of the rest of our lives.
Don't you think the rest of our lives is a new concept for us?
Indeed. Our lives now have a beginning and an end.
Hi, Scar.
The boundaries are distinct.
He guides me to sit amongst the flowers. As the wind blows, a floral fragrance envelops us. If I didn't life and one shared with another person, I never imagined such a thing before. I imagine we'll travel to many places, mostly remote ones, where few people visit.
And we'll renovate an abandoned fortress and turn it into a temporary home.
I'll be able to... My god, fuck! I'm not good, I'm not okay! I'll be able to resist buying strange, unusual, magical texts from old bookshelf stalls.
Then I'll pick up some yellowed sheet music while we're there. We'll find a place with a pipe organ so I can listen to you play.
What will you do? Are you gonna sit there and listen?
I could sing.
When the weather is warmer, I want to find a ship and go out to sea.
Then we'll need to buy one that's sturdy enough to sail to the ends of the planet. I don't care where we go. I only want to sit with you on the mast and watch the moon rise.
Do you think we'll argue?
Haven't we argued enough already?
But in the future, arguments won't be about the sacred core anymore.
Maybe our reason shall be simpler. So simple, in fact, that it'll be about a dish's seasoning. But our arguments will always end quickly because I'll prioritize your happiness.
You sound confident. Tell me more.
For example, I could make you a wooden bird that caws.
Will you name it Mephisto?
If that's what you want.
And he fucking made Mephisto into a fucking cyber. Maybe we'll come back to Vilmir every now and then. We'll visit this garden and see the roses bloom in another year.
Perhaps we'll be old when we return.
I rest my head on his shoulder. That means we truly have spent a long time together. It could be considered one way to rewrite fate.
We only need to choose each other to rewrite fate. It's a simple matter.
We continue to imagine our future together becomes lighter, richer with every detailed daydream. It's like the rose petals brushing between our palms as they sway in the breeze. Their scent and touch gradually lull me into a sweet dream. Everything is peaceful and gentle before the world's collapse. With the sacred core's destruction, the world falls apart. It's no different from a temple being destroyed. The false world order peels away from its foundation. Across a continent that, shrouded in death's shadow, people hope for rewriting fate dissolves into oblivion. Pillars of faith crumble. Barefoot fanatics fill the streets. They burn ritualist objects, and well, as they try to summon their lost god. Terrified of being overwhelmed by riots, the nobility retreats into underground shelters. A power vacuum formed, and several religions organizations try to establish a new faith and overthrow the old dynasty. This continent history visits reoccurring themselves again and again. Perhaps it's the world that remains trapped in an inescapable cycle of fate. The sacred core's demise is at the end of the world, but the shattering of an illusion left people's fears with nowhere to hide. And we, the ones who destroy the sacred core and expose the illusion, are the targets of everyone's hunt. Battle after battle, blood and fire become our shadows. To kill us, these fools sacrifice countless innocent lives to achieve the most evil forbidden magic. They try to control us and force us to turn our weapons against each other. Yet after every wound and instance of bloodshed, our invisible linkage continues to connect us again and again. We spent a long time together and endured those countless hunts. Until one day we both stop in our tracks. We're surrounded by blood and ruins. Perhaps we've grown weary of the endless strife. We're tired of this ignorant, cowardly world. On this planet heading towards doomsday, it's possible that weariness is the true awakening, and then our dream ended. Fuck.
Don't look back. When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
Fuck you.
So long as our souls remain unchanged. will surely.
When my gusts reach my ear, the air is tinged with the metallic smell of rust scorched by flames. In the distance, there's a deep rumbling. Perhaps it's the lingering aftermath of endless battles or the approaching legion.
Are you awake?
Night has fallen. Moonlight bathes the abandoned garden as charred roses' petals drift away in the wind. Sylus is next to me, blood from his wounded shoulder congregates into dark crimson in the night. Was I asleep for a long time?
Some time has passed, yes. However, those people haven't found this place yet. I didn't want to wake you. Were you dreaming?
Yes, I dreamed about matters from long ago, starting from when our paths first became linked.
No wonder you wouldn't wake up.
He relaxes and pulls me into his embrace.
Looking back, it has been a long time.
I also dreamed about the future we once imagined.
Finding a temporary home, hunting for old sheet music, going out to sea, making a wooden bird named Mephisto.
You remembered everything.
It's easier to remember matters that actually happened.
I savor the warmth pressed against my back. The sound of pursuers closing in becomes clearer in the distance, but we're used to it. Every dream we managed to fulfill was intertwined with endless battles and desperate escapes. The world made us its enemy, yet we only held onto the fragment that gave us warmth. You're correct, the future we once imagined has become our past.
We've already spent most of our remaining lives together.
The fiend and evil mage have nowhere to run. This place will be their grave.
Once we kill them, this sacred core will manifest again. Philos will be ushered into the divine light.
May the divine light bless Philos! May the divine light bless Philos!
They're beyond redemption.
The Legion of Mages they've assembled is larger this time.
Are you scared?
I was thinking, if all we have left in the reminder of our lives are these memories. Sylus turns to face me, his gaze piercing my innermost thoughts.
If that's not what you want, then we'll live our lives differently.
Is this another instance of rewriting fate?
You know very well I don't believe in fate. I only believe in decisions.
I smile and offer my wrist to him. An agreement like this needs a proper acknowledgement.
I agree.
He lowers his head and bites my wrist. I take his other hand and bite his wrist in return. We drink each other's blood. We've done it countless times before.
The ritual is complete. Are you ready to partake in the final feast, my dearest wife?
Massive wings unfurl behind him. As he hovers beneath the blood-red moon, I tap my staff on the ground to create a glimpse of death. Encircling... A release surge from the mist, flames and lightning rain down. The earth trembles from instantaneous ruins on the brink of collapse sway. The darkness is torn asunder. I could almost believe doomsday has arrived. And so we march toward our doomsday as if we're welcoming a celebration that has destined solely for us.
suppose this is the end.
Yeah. Do you regret sacrificing yourself to destroy the sacred core?
I'll always accept the consequences that accompany my choices.
Fuck. Even though you can't return to the underworld, and you end up in this situation with me.
What about you? Do you regret rewriting your fate so you could live as a mortal?
Of course not, so don't listen to them.
All right then. For mortals, death is inevitable. And although we could never share the same beginning, I believe, at the very least, we can share our deaths.
I can't do this! Wait, when you were born, did anyone bless you?
Just so you're aware, no one wanted me in Philos. Yet it's you who awakened me, the person who blesses me. It must be you.
Sylus, I should give you a blessing.
Did you lose your magic and voice already?
Right? We don't have to die. We can. This fucking sucks. Alright.
Now I have truly been born into this world, with you in it.
Sylus, you're no longer in existence that no one wants.
I'll remember that.
Well, guys. Great.
You truly have no regrets.
I will never, so long as you're involved. And there it goes. Yeah.
From the moment we're born to when we breathe our last, we shall inevitably walk the same path. It's the greatest blessing for us.
I'm not okay. It's as if I'm in a dream. I walk along a path lined with blooming roses. Those rose petals pave a soft road, and the air carries a cool, fragrant scent. I look down to see, faintly glowing with I look down to see a faintly glowing linkage on my wrist. It slowly extends and guides me forward. It connects to a hazy silhouette ahead. It's shrouded in mist. Tall and familiar, it's a figure that I've traced in my heart thousands of times. His name circles my throat, yet I'm unable to make a sound. I can only approach him one step at a time. The linkage tightens around my wrist. It reminds me that if I keep moving, I can touch him again. The wind gently disperses the mist, and the figure etched into my vision comes into focus before I can see him clearly. What should have been his figure transforms to a floating soul fragment. Lonely, it flickers in the mist. It slowly moves as if invisible waves are pushing it, until another glow fragment reveals itself in the sea of mist. They're one and the same. The two fragments silently tremble. They flow out of a thin chain of light that connects them to each other. The linkage resembles a freshly bloomed rose, and the two soul fragments become glowing petals within it. Touch the first soul fragment. Beneath the boundless gray sky, countless fractured world fragments are akin to enormous mouth-devouring space and time. Sylus stands on top of mounds of broken bones. Black-red mist has intertwined his staff.
You lost.
The defeated fiend gradually crumbles to ash amidst agonizing howls, yet before he disappears, a deep voice reverberates.
It doesn't matter if you've defeated the fiends here. This place is fate's graveyard where only incomplete souls can exist. No matter how powerful you are, you're still no different from us. My soul was plundered long ago. I only had the instinct to kill. And you, Sylus, where is the other half of your soul?
The other half.
Touch the other soul fragment. Counter sway in the center of the hall, a mage's hunched shadow is cast on the wall. With bloodshot eyes, she stares at me.
Your immortality isn't the result of divine favor. It's because half of an immortal soul is trapped inside your body. This isn't a blessing. It's a curse. So long as that immortal half remains within you, you cannot meet death's sweet embrace.
Wow.
You'll only be greeted by endless torment as you're repeatedly torn apart.
I hold my breath, my body trembling slightly as vague memories unexpectedly surface. This is my curse, only I can. Why did you grant you a true death? Severe headache strikes me and cuts the paths that lead to my emerging memories. How can I break this curse? I'm willing to do anything. My teacher remains silent for a moment, as if reciting a prayer for me. Then she speaks.
The only method. You must enter the sacred core and rewrite your fate.
The way we're still going. Reignite 2 fragments.
We must offer half our soul to the other. They'll be merged to forge an unbreakable bond.
No, god damn it, no, god damn it, no, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it. I knew it was gonna fucking put the bitch ass dragon myth like this in here. I fucking knew it was gonna do it. I fucking knew it. Fuck. Okay. Sylus, I curse your soul. I curse your soul to never fade away. Hell yeah for the new plushie. I'm sorry for crying, it's just that this myth hurt my feelings so bad. The dragon myth really fucked me up. And this too, alright. I just feel bad for crying, I'm so sorry. Alright. I'm a sensitive bitch, okay? You'll always be tied to me forever. This is my curse. Only I can grant you a true death. Once again, I walk this path lined with roses, yet I'm... And I'm currently holding a blossoming rose. Two petals are connected as they emanate a golden glow. My body is gradually becoming transparent. The mist before my eyes is gradually dissolving. It reveals an endless darkness, a tunnel leading to a new world. I'm going to leave this world behind. No, I don't want to forget again.
You don't need to be afraid of anything.
Fuck you, Sylus. Suck my ass. A familiar voice resounds next to my ear. I turn only to find wilting rose bush around me, but I hear the footsteps of two people.
I will find you, and we shall inevitably walk the same path. The world we find ourselves in doesn't matter.
The rose... The rose in my hand scatters because of the wind, and two glowing fragments separate. Hold one. I run and grasp one of the fragments before the wind carries them away. If I hold onto this soul fragment, will it keep us from being separated?
Are you willing to let it become your eternal curse?
I place the fragment onto my body, and it overlaps with my heart. This is the first and last ritual. At the end of the path, the mist disperses, and the white light is poured into me. Oh, wow. I float through time and space. It's so bright and yet so dark. I can only feel the fragmented warmth in my heart. Sylus, what if I forget you again? Sylus, what if I forget you again when we meet once more?
It doesn't matter. I will recognize you, and we'll be the same. Two kindred spirits. And then, we'll begin our new life together.
I'm not alone. With my soul, I carry my beloved. Oh my god! Within my soul, I carry my beloved. Fuck that! Wow. Wow. I might mute myself to cry, because oh my god. Fuck. Okay. Nice. So what's the description for this? Instead of fading, their intertwined souls transform into an immortal rose, rooted in the heart and nourished by life. But it waits silently to bloom on the day of their reunion. Great. Cool. Yeah. Nice. Great. Loved it. Fantastic. It is over. God damn it. I want to go to bed. That fucking sucked. It was a good myth, but that ending sucked. And I didn't even get anything from my free pools. Fuck. I hate the world. My head hurts so bad.